This is Michael Williamson at the MCG in Melbourne, bidding you welcome to the preliminary final between St Kilda and Richmond. The Saints, through Ross Smith, won the toss, and they're kicking down to the Richmond end, and the Tigers, of course, are kicking up to the scoreboard end. It's Royce Hart, Richmond with the ball. His kick, it's a long one. Down into the forward zone, there's a mark. It's going to be paid. Going to be paid. Barry Richardson, 20 yards out, directly in front. Boy, what a quick one. Ian Coates, another newcomer to the big-time ranks of the finals. Barry Richardson with the ball, 20 yards out. Coming in. He kicks. He's put it through. The first goal of the match, the first score after almost 1 minute of play. Boy, oh boy, Jeff Crouch, that was a quick one.
Well, I heard you say it was a mark, Mike, and it could have been a mark, but it was also, it could have been against Cowboy Neil, who came in from behind and trying to punch the ball away. He got into Richmond's back with his knee. But this is a big test for Ian Coates, and it was a quick decision. Whatever way it went, it was a big decision for him to make, and he made it well too. And he's bouncing the ball in the centre now. Here they go, and it's big McKell up there, tries to get the knockdown, couldn't do so, but it comes through now to play. Dick Clay of Richmond gets the ball across to the Mimbra stand side, and here's a race for the ball from two speedsters, Trott and Bond. They overrun it. Trotty's still in there. Whipping in there, though, was Royce Hart to do battle, and backing his teammates up. A little kick, well tackled. Right behind Jeff Moran, someone went down, and up the ball goes very high. Gold comes in, hits it over towards Ross Smith. And Bartlett's in front, though. Bartlett picks it on the ground. He gets hit. Good tackling here by St Kilda, very tough stuff. Oh, Smith goes to the ground. Not in possession, must have paid it for it.
And we've been well. C7 in Canberra and TVW7 in Perth. I can assure you, we're in for a great game. Ron Barassi, pretty bright opening for the Tigers.
A great opening, straight down the centre for a goal, Mike, with three of the goal-to-goal line players featuring. And the pace is on here, and also the spirit's great at the moment too, with plenty of physical contact, nobody being spared. It's the way it should be for an opening.
Ian Stewart putting that ball over the boundary line. It's on Richmond's half-forward flank on the member stand side. Minot slipped over, I thought. I thought he slipped, Jeff Crouch.
Well, it was one of those quick ones, Mike. He did get a bit of a push, but he slipped as well.
Minot now with the ball. Drives it down towards centre half-forward. Breen is there. He's too far under it. And Rex Hunt takes the mark in defence. No love lost between these two teams by the look of things.
15 yards.
Oh!
That's ridiculous. It's a good case, I believe, Mike, an umpire being sucked right in.
Oh, what do you mean?
What do you mean? Hunt was the one who was wasting the time. He was putting on the greatest act of all time.
Comment from Ron Barassi. Here's Bob Skilton, triple Brownlow medalist.
Hunt drives the ball down now towards centre half forward. Up they fly. Nobody can take it. Basenko breaks clear with the ball. He drives it right back to where it comes. It's Green and Ditteridge. Green in front, and he recovers. Dick Clay comes in. Will clear it for Richmond. A poor kick though. It goes straight out towards Stewart. Trott on the wing. Trott steadies. He comes around now. Drives it back towards the half-forward flank, and Carl Ditteridge. Ditteridge in front of Duran takes an easy chest mark. Carl Ditteridge now. Ditteridge now coming further around towards on the flank position towards the pocket. Up they go. It's Bonnie of St Kilda. He breaks clear. There's nobody near him, but he kind of will not steady. No St Kilda player there telling him just how he was. And Bonnie, thinking he was in real danger of being caught, played on quickly and kicked the ball out of bounds to be kicked back by Hunt, the Richmond centre half-back. Rex Hunt now. Hunt using the drop punt. Down it comes. It's McCullough and Minot. Neither player tries to mark. It comes down to Bartlett and Smith. Bartlett in the van at the moment, leading there. He's knocked down by Basenko. Burkham comes in. Hand passes to Greg Hollick. Hollick drives the ball well down the ground. Cowboy Neil out in front. He can't take the ball. It comes over. It's Barmer of Richmond leading in the race for the ball. He handballs across to Royce Hart. Hart recovers, walks around, comes in towards the open goal. 1 point only.
Richmond not too happy with the rain coming down in the dressing rooms before the match started. Quite a few of the players said, oh golly, fancy the rain coming down, or words to that effect. But St Kilda, they were quite happy to see the rain coming down because they figured it would bring Richmond back to their pace. Do you agree, Ron Barassi?
Yes, I do. Not only the pace, Mike, but also the ball handling ability, which I think Richmond got slightly more.
Chance for Dick Clay now. Drives in towards centre half forward. Players throw themselves at the ball. Here's Roger Dean, the Richmond skipper. Down to the forward zone. Barry Richardson sets himself. And he goes up almost unopposed. Bob Murray looks as if to say, well, you know, why didn't you go in?
He left that for Judson, that's why. He thought Judson was going and he should have gone himself, I know.
Misunderstanding. And we find Richardson is 15 yards out directly in front. He's already kicked one. Larry Richardson, 15 yards out directly in front, kicking to the scoreboard, and he's put another one through. Almost on the 5.5-minute mark into the first quarter. Well, Ron Barassi, any comment from you? Two
well,
good
only
goals.
that Richmond could not have asked for a better start, and also Richardson either, who's been under a cloud lately with a bit of lack of form. 2 goals in 3 or 4 minutes from himself was a tremendous start. It can only help his confidence and also that of the team.
Well, it certainly wouldn't do the confidence of Bob Murray any good.
No, surprisingly, you know, well, I won't say it's surprising, that factor, but the fact that he's marked 2 balls almost easily. Test marks.
They seem to be trying so hard that there's a lack of steadiness there at the present moment. And once more, Richmond are going forward. Now the ball's at centre-half forward. Richmond comes out. He's tackled, but he gets a hand pass over here towards Boynich. Boynich can't control it. Over goes Smithy. Ross Smith a push on the back, and he's paid a free kick at the centre-half back position. He plays on immediately. He goes towards the wing. A beautiful mark by Roger Dean. Put it in one hand from the half-forward flank. Dean immediately, quickly plays on, trying to get this advantage and keep it for Richmond. Barn goes up, punches the ball down towards the boundary line. Cumming keeps it in play towards Bartlett. Bartlett tackled by Basenko, drops the ball. Drops the ball, please. Good decision. Played for the free, dropped it when he was held. Good decision. Basenko with the ball now on the half-back flank for St Kilda, going towards the outer side. Up they go, it's right over the players' heads. Comes behind. Clay's got it. Clay's hand pass to McKellar. McKellar goes through towards the centre-half. Nearly takes a scream. Oh, Bond coming with Colling. Colling goes down. That could be a bad injury. Through comes Trott. He fails to punch on the ground. Squeeze to Stuart Trott. Goes to centre-half forward. That's over players' heads. Bronny's in there. So too Big Carl Dittrich. Bronny came in. Tackled. Pushed over. No free. It's over the line. Out of bounds.
A spectacular fall, too, and the rain is coming down much heavier. And we're 6 minutes into the first quarter of the preliminary final. There they go, McKellar and Dittrich. The ball comes out into no man's land. Taken by Bartlett. Bartlett now gets his kick to the wing position on that outer side. It again lands where the players aren't. A chance here for Royce Hart. He battles on, gets the ball across to Boynich. Boynich weaves his way through. Kicks in towards the centre-half forward position for Richmond. But Bob Murray comes out and takes a mark and popped one. Murray now a little wide of the centre-half back position towards the flank position on the outer side. Bob Murray's kick to the wing on that outer side. Minot goes up, just couldn't hold it. He's playing it though.
Possibly for the conditions, the rain and everything. If he does it once, he's got to be consistent now.
And he settled down pretty quickly too, Coates. It's on St Kilda's half-forward flank on that outer side. Belted away here towards the wing position. In comes Dick Clay. He dives on top of the ball. In comes Smith, taken here by Hollick. Can't quite get his boot. Oh, tries to kick. But it's being given to Hollick for being held while not in possession. Hollick now takes his kick in towards the centre-half forward posse. Up they go. Hart there. Kick off the ground by Bond. Sends it up towards the pocket on the member stand side. They race out to meet it. The ball is knocked away here. Cowboy Neal tries to kick it off the ground. Couldn't quite do so. Holding the man. Holding the man to Barm. Barm of Richmond now takes his kick in towards the goal square. Plenty of St Kilda defenders there. Judson in front will be awarded the mark. He goes to play on. He's almost grabbed by Roger Dean. Plays out to the flank position on that outer side. Manzi of St Kilda. Manzi up to the wing position. Racing for it there is Theodore. And Theodore gets it the hard way. Morris making sure that he doesn't go anywhere. Big crowd here, and they'd be pretty wet by now, I reckon, Bob Skilton.
No doubt about that, Mike. Theodore now brings it further around the half-forward flank and shooting well clear of Bonnie. Takes an easy chest mark.
To get too heavy. Starting to get a bit too heavy.
Players a little bit stirry.
Get off the seat.
Kevin Sheedy right on the half-back flank now.
I don't know who it is having a chat to us, but it's pretty annoying. It's on the wing position on that outer side. Bob Boynich has been in practically everything so far.
Very much so, Mike. He now drives it in towards centre half forward. Colling of St Kilda comes across and takes a good chest mark. Gary Colling coming in to replace the injured O'Day in this side. Culling now takes it further around the wing. Up they go, and Green almost takes the mark. He can't take it. He mishandles Morris of Richmond. It'll be a free kick right on the wing position.
That was a good word, Bob. Mishandles. I thought that was well said.
Thanks very much, Jeff. It's exactly what it was. It's a more ridiculous piece of play then by Green, giving away 15 yards. There's no excuse at all for that.
Gee, they're bad. The lack of steadiness at the moment, St Kilda.
Away comes Morris of Richmond. He drives it further down. Ross Smith coming across, drops the chest mark. It comes out towards Pays of St Kilda. He can't handle it cleanly, but he gets a free kick for in the back. Coates not wanting to bounce the ball under these conditions, gave the free kick to clear the pack a little bit. Pays of St Kilda now, right on the boundary line. Travis Pays now coming in. Decides to use the drop punt. It comes down. It's all Richmond there. McCullough punches the ball down. Nobody can handle it there. It's picked up by Manzi of St Kilda. He drives it further down towards Davis. It goes over his head to Sheedy. Sheedy comes in, drives it down towards centre half forward. There's all St Kilda players there. It's missed by Moran. It goes over to Barry Lawrence. Lawrence drives the ball out towards Burke and Gold. It comes over towards Bonnie of St Kilda. He balks Sheedy. He's in trouble there. Caught by Bond.
Well caught.
And it'll be given against Bonnie. Free kick to Bond of Richmond. Graham Bond now. Bond drives the ball. It's a wonky old kick, but it goes straight towards Minot. He fumbles and drops the mark. Hand passes out towards Bartlett. He can't take it cleanly. Recovers well. And again, against Kevin Bartlett. Coates twice now has given Bartlett in possession of the ball. It's an old trick of Bartlett's, and if he realises what's going on here, he won't do it again today. Green of Richmond, of St Kilda, cannot handle it. It's his opponent, Rex Hunt, leading for the ball. Hunt gets it, drives it back in towards the centre of the ground. It's Stewart and Moran. Nobody can take the mark. It comes over towards Brian Minot. He does a poor kick straight down towards Sheedy. It's over his head. Davis comes in. Player stopped it. It's a free kick to Alan Davis.
He's a long way out of his ground too, Bob, isn't he?
I think he's been given the whole forward line to move around in, Mike. Davis drives it down towards Dittrich. There's Dittrich, McCullough, Green. Nobody can take it. The only Richmond players to recover were Richmond. They can't get the ball. Dittrich comes in. He hand passes over the top towards Pays. Pays takes it. A short kick and it hits Sheedy. Sheedy recovers, picks it up, drives it out of danger towards the half-back flank, and it goes over the line out of bounds on the full low. To be a free kick taken by Manzi of St Kilda.
Ron Barassi, it looks to me as though Richmond are playing already with a great deal of confidence.
Yes, I think there's a shade more of that, Mike. Also, they've got a bit more discipline, not making some of the foolish mistakes that tended to creep into St Kilda's play. But we'll soon see if St Kilda can come back with a kick from their forward pocket, Mike.
Manzi takes the kick. Oh, it's off the side of his boot, over the line, on the full, and Richmond will get the kick now. Going to Hollick.
That's one of the mistakes I was talking about, Mike. You can't afford those.
Hollick now to the half-back flank on the outer side. They fly high. No mark to the... Oh, it's going to be paid behind to Ian Stewart. I thought it had touched the ground. But Stewart, sweating on a mistake by the players in front, was able to take it. But he makes a mistake. He kicks into the man on the mark, who is Moran. Oh, Hunt goes down. You saw that one. And the ball is now kicked to the half-forward flank for Richmond on the outer side. Hunter's up. Oh, he's reeling around, Hunter. He's in the hands of the trainers. Well, he looks a bit seedy at the moment. I don't think he knows where he is, Bob. Big Carl Dittrich knocks the ball away. It's on the wing position on the outer side, taken by Stewart. He finesses around, gets it across to Dick Clay. Clay now, a long kick down into the forward zone for Richmond. They fly high. Murray should be paid the mark, and he will be.
And it should be 15 yards too, Mike. No excuse for players in cases like that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Bob. It should have been 15 yards.
Well, he hasn't done anything about it.
Well, he's wrong.
Bob Murray now kicks towards the centre of the MCG. It bounces. There's nobody about, but through comes Ollie Coates. Hunt coming through there. Hunt fumbles the ball. It's forced down towards centre half forward. Oh, and they go in hard. Whoa! Elton goes down now, and the ball picked up and driven forward by Theodore, but it will be brought back. Tell you what, there's no lack of physical endeavour out there, Bobby Skilton.
Well, it was a fair bump actually, Mike. It was a good hip and shoulder.
Bob, the ball was about 15 yards away, and it was an arm raised as well. That can be a fair bump.
And former umpire Jeff Crouch talking. Down to the ground it comes, picked up by McKellar. McKellar now up towards the forward zone for Richmond. It's taken on the half volley almost by Judson. He kicks it off the ground. Well, did he do the right or wrong thing, Ron Barassi?
Well, he probably thought he was doing the right thing naturally, Mike. Thought someone was on his hammer. They weren't, and so it looked the wrong thing.
Throwing takes place. Dittrich there, gets the knock away. Can they capitalise on it? It comes to Judson. Judson now up towards the half-back flank. The ball bounces inside the boundary line. Over it goes, and there'll be a throw-in. It's on Richmond's half-forward flank on the member stand side. The Tigers kicking up to the scoreboard end in the first quarter, and we are... It's getting pretty dark here, hard to see the stopwatch. We are 16 minutes into the opening quarter. Jeff Crouch.
Well, it's a do-or-die battle. The loser is history as the ball's on the members' flank, and Russ Smith picks up. He kicks it towards the wing. Rex Hunt's in there. Oh, I don't know, Ian. That was a mark.
Down.
He blew his whistle too quickly, and that's all there is to it. He's got to go on with it. So Rex Hunt takes it and kicks it right up into the teeth of goals. It's over the players' heads. Cummings in there, and big Carl too. Carl Dittrich, who's been in everything so far in this quarter, been a great ruckman and a good player for St Kilda. A big high kick around towards the members' flank, and a big mark.
Yes,
Hollick. Greg Hollick. One of the best ruck rovers in the game this year. Greg Hollick takes that mark on the half-forward flank. His high kick going towards goals. Players set themselves up. In front was Boyne. It couldn't mark the ball. It comes down. Judson's in there. So too is Murray. Murray has to kill it. Gets one away. But in the meantime, there's a free kick which will go to Judson. Waiting for the ball to come back. As Ian coats on your screen, he's got his hands full today. It's been on so far, and it's not going to stop. Be sure of that. Judson takes the kick right up in the full-back position at the scoreboard end of the ground. His kick favouring the outer side, and players set themselves over there. Up goes Clay, doesn't take the ball down. Down it comes to Smith. Well shepherded Smith by Minot. And Smith comes through, kicks the ball further around the outer side. Under it there is Breen from the back. Big punch by Rex Hunt. It's very close to boundary line. Theodore couldn't take it. Bonnie picks up very cleverly. Wet ball, beautiful pick-up. Over to Travis Clay. Clay's on his left foot. High kick towards full forward position. Davis is there. Oh, from the back. Over they come. Golton now. Kick up the ground. Davis all by himself. Here's a big show. A big show. With his well shepherded left foot kick towards goal. Yes. It's through.
Just after 17 minutes into the first quarter, and St Kilda's first goal. Comment from Ron Barassi.
That was a very much needed goal. Michael, very cool and calm under pressure, Alan Davis, on that occasion. A bit the opposite of what I said he may have been. It's a beautiful piece of shepherding in by Barry, was it Barry Breen? Yeah, beautiful piece of shepherding, which made his task a little easier.
Bob Skilton.
Minot now gets a knock down towards Dittrich. Dittrich drives it down. Up goes Alford and Davis. Davis makes a lovely mark. A well-judged mark by Alan Davis then, although he was behind Alford.
He's about 70 yards out, and don't be surprised if he kicks it. It's on its way. It's to the edge of the goal square. No mark, however.
There's paid.
Oh.
Mark's been paid to Alford, his opponent. Davis's opponent, that is. Alford now. Gold on the mark. Grant Alford down. Hollick in front of the pack. It's knocked down there. Davis again. A beautiful piece of play across the Travis Page. He can't get the ball clear. It's coming. Who knocks it out to Hollick. Hollick, a poor kick, goes straight towards Davis. He steadies, drives right into the square. It's over the line at 1 point. Alan Davis covering a lot of ground for St Kilda, doing very well at this stage.
If he gets his right kicking boots on, then he'll play havoc on that forward line.
Alford now elects to go to the outer side of the ground. Clay in front of the pack. He can't take the mark. It's Stewart and Moran. Stewart leading, but he knocks the ball out. He's still in the play. Hand passes to Morris of Richmond. He drives it out towards the wing. There's Basanko leading in the race for the ball. He's all clear, but he falls over. Picks up, drives down further down the ground. There's Hunt, there's Breen. Breen from behind. Can't quite take the mark. It's knocked down. It's going to be a free kick to Richmond. Umpire coach deciding...
Ian Stewart.
A lot of attention to Ian Stewart. Stewart has been in the thick of things up to date against his old side. Ian Stewart drives the ball down towards the half-forward flank. Dittrich from behind goes the big punch. It's knocked over by Cumming. Down to Dittrich. Royce Hart recovers, but he can't get the ball. And Bonnie of St Kilda came in and will receive a free kick for holding the man.
Dittrich, easily the best big man on the ground up till now. And we're in the first quarter of the preliminary final. Up goes Breen. Marks gets it across here towards Page. Page fumbles. Page is still going on with it. Oh, it comes up on a little too quick for Page, but he can't quite pick it up. He does so. Tries a hand pass across here. Intercepted by Trott. Oh, there's a kick. danger.
My word, it was.
Oh, Jack Hill, the blind miner, could see that one.
Oh, Jack might be really getting him into the act today.
He's a good friend. Stewie Trott holding his shoulder there. Roger Dean. Trott now almost on the wing position on the member stand side. Swings his kick in towards centre half forward. They fly high. A knock away by Mike Green of Richmond. But it's taken by Manzi. Bounces a ball, recovers it, kicks it down forward. Oh, goal is pushed out of the way. There's a race. It's touched through. One behind. 1-2 St Kilda. 2-1 Richmond. St Kilda playing better now, Ron.
Yes, they've lifted their game a lot, Mike. They're going in very, very hard still. It could be an explosive game if a few more incidents keep occurring.
Hunt, who copped a beauty a while back, takes a good mark there in the half-back flank on the outer side. Rex Hunt now kicks up towards the half-forward flank. It's a beautiful kick too, by the way. Down to the ground it comes, snapped up by Roger Dean. He's tackled immediately by Colling. Roger looks around for the free kick. Judson comes in there, kicks the ball forward. He's still going, kicks it off the ground once again, sends it over the line on the wing position on that outer side. He's a good player, Judson.
He's a great player, Judson. That's one of Roger Dean's bad faults, looking around for a free. There was no free kick there, trying to put on a bit of an act. There's the throw in right on the outer wing. Up they go, a big punch away by Minor. Comes to Stewart, he couldn't take it. Hollick though whips in, he's held, but he gets his kick in. That's a right foot kick, doesn't go cover much distance, but they're battling over there, the players. Pasenko's in there, so too is Royce Hart. And over goes Royce Hart. And he'll be penalised for being in possession when held.
Good decision.
I think it was too.
He's given it all day so far.
So he's been very consistent with it, very consistent. They've got the free kick. It's going to Pasenko. It's on the half-back flank on the outer side of the ground. St Kilda kicking towards the Richmond end. There's his kick right around the outer side. Up though the players, punched away by Boynich. Further afield, it comes back towards Pasenko, but it beats both he and Hart. Over the line, it'll be a throw in. No, I'm not sure. I think Pasenko is definitely not on Hart. Lawrence is still at centre half-back. I think you're just getting a bit of an image there, which doesn't, it's not quite right. Up they go. Boynich tries the knockdown, comes to Bonnie though. Bonnie with a left foot kick towards centre half forward. Up goes and Hunt. Rex Hunt has been a great player. What a good recovery from that hard knock.
He's beating Breen in the air.
It's another good duel. Hunt and Breen, and my word, he's beating Breen at the present moment, and Hunt goes towards centre half forward. Up goes Stewart. He's in there in front. He slips over. Moran slips all over him and pushes him down. Makes sure he can't get up. I couldn't see what that one was for. It must have been behind the play. Looks like Gary Collins coming in to take the free kick. Plays on immediately, right over the centre towards the full forward. And Davis, a beautiful lead by Davis. Right out there he goes. He's well out from goal, but he immediately turns around. Kicks the ball towards full forward. Up goes Spooky Gold. Couldn't mark the ball. It's down on the ground. In towards Kevin Sheedy. Sheedy looks for a teammate. Good kick, but well fought out. Play on for corner, and away we go with Moran tapping the ball back towards Carl Dittrich. Over they go. Stewart's in that lot. He goes over, comes to Clay. Clay can't get it away. Minot. Oh, look at that smothering of the ball. This is courage, this sort of play. I can't see. I think he's got to have his first bounce. That's the first bounce in play.
What about Big Carl? It would have been a fair bump, but I'd hate to have been on the receiving end. Moran in trouble there, yes. The ball comes to the ground. Through they come. Three Richmond players missed it up between them. Boynich comes out with the ball, and the free kick is going Richmond's way.
Against Big Carl it was.
Is Moran getting attention from the trainers as the ball now is kicked deep into the Richmond forward line. The ball hits the ground. Players knocked out of the way, but it's picked up by Hart. Hart into the goal square. There's a battle royal going on here. Down to the ground it comes. A chance for Bob Murray to get out, ducks his head down.
Penalised him.
Have we got rid of it?
Not fair.
He penalised him.
What for?
He reckons he had plenty of time to get rid of it.
Well, he got rid of it.
What do you think?
I reckon he was right. I reckon Coach was right.
He gave him a lot of time, did he?
He ducked his head to try and get away. He had a chance the first time,
He got rid of the ball.
He wasn't caught the first
Too long,
time.
though.
He just touched.
Too long.
Poor
Too
decision.
long.
Don't mind you agreeing with him, but try and use both
You
eyes.
stick your football, you bloke.
McCullough, right through for a goal. And a point. A point. We've upset everybody, Crouchy. The umpires can make mistakes, you know, believe it or not.
Of course they can. Of course they can.
It's 1-2 St Kilda and 2-2 to Richmond. Great to have an umpire up here with us, or an ex-umpire. Certainly livens up proceedings. The kick out from Murray now. The rain coming down once again. Ball taken by Dick Clay. Clay manoeuvres around. Kicks down into the forward zone. The mark taken by Murray. Just inside the boundary line. Wasn't too much room.
Murray's
Umpire Ian Coates.
changed his tactics, Mike. He's now making sure he's in front of that when the ball drops down.
Well, he's a very intelligent player, as we all know. The ball now kicked out. Up goes McKellar, who's playing much better today. Taken by Bartlett. Bartlett down forward once again. Barry Richardson almost pulled it in. There's Roger Bean showing his inimitable courage. Swings around, kicks it across the face of goals towards the outer pocket there. They race after it, taken by Judson. Judson, as he kept it in play, may have been over the boundary line. And there'll be a throw-in midway between the forward pocket and half-forward flank for Richmond on that outer side. Golly Bob Skilton, that rain would make conditions pretty unpleasant and make tempers pretty hot.
There's no doubt about that, Mike. It comes down now. It's cleared by Basenko. Basenko drives the ball right into the open spaces. Travis Pay is leading in the race for the ball. He picks it up. Left puts it straight across the ground, though. Puts them in a worse position than they were when he picked it up. Stewart Trott leading in the race for that ball, but nobody can get to it before the line. And it's out of bounds right on the wing on the member side of the ground. Thrown in now. Up they go. It's Galt McKellar. McKellar gets a knock. It goes to Ross Smith. Smith leading in the race for the ball. Possibly a free kick. It's play on. Bartlett gets it right on the line. Comes around onto the left foot. Down towards Roger Dean. Clear of Colling and takes an easy chest mark. Roger Dean swings it in from the boundary line. Up they fly. Boynich couldn't take the mark. It's Judson who'll get the free kick for in the back when Cumming had hold of him and rode him to the ground. Judson, a steady player in defence for St Kilda. Away he comes. Round towards the wing. It's Roger Dean all on his own. He can't take it as it's knocked out by Collins. Stewart trotted for St Kilda against three Richmond players. He's in trouble. Hand passes out to Ross Smith. He comes in, drives the ball around the half-forward flank towards Barry Breen. It beats Breen over the line and once again will be thrown in. A good duel between Breen and Hunt so far, with Hunt slowly getting the better.
Ian Coates ran 50 yards down the ground and warned a player about the use of his leg. The knockout comes to Ross Smith, and Ross Smith, the St Kilda skipper, going towards goals. And there's big Brian Minor taking the mark on the half-forward flank on the member stand side of the ground. Only a matter of 50 yards out on a very acute angle. He wants to get his kick in quickly, and he does so. It's on its way. It's offline though, and it's going towards the boundary line. Was it a mark? It was over on the full. That Richmond player, Kevin Sheedy, dove for the mark, but it was over on the full.
It's amazing how many players, Mike, from an angle aim for goals instead of aiming for the front of the square.
Particularly when you've got that out of bounds on the full rule, Ron. I agree.
Exactly.
There's the big kick up from Sheedy. Oh, Galt missed that mark. The conditions, we might make a few excuses, but there he is, only young kid. And over the ground goes Stewart. He'll come up with a free kick, beating the player on going in for the ball, and must get all the opportunities out there.
Jeff, he's not holding his grabs at all, Gold. He's had a couple of opportunities to mark.
Very nervous, I feel, Mike, as Stewart takes the ball right around the member stand side. It's on the wing position. Players racing for the ball. Stewart trots in there with Bond. This was mooted as the battle of the speedsters with Trott and Bond, both good foot runners. And Ian Stewart does feel that Bond is the quicker, but we'll see. There's the throw-in over there, right in the wing position. Up goes Gold. Couldn't. Oh, Boyness took it away, but it gets well tackled. Oh, through came Smith. Tackle. Play-on's a call. Colleen gets it. Over towards Moran. It bounces off Moran's chest. He's looking for a teammate. Turns. He's in trouble. Play-on's a call, though. It's hit from his hands as Royce Hart picks up. His kick towards centre-half forward. There's his man, Barry Lawrence, who's on Royce Hart, picking up now at the centre-half back position. Gets well tackled as he kicks the ball. Oh, the play is still going in very hard as Francis Burke picks up and takes it right around the wing position over towards Cumming. It's over Cumming's head and it slides across the line. A big bounce. Big bounce right near the point post on the member stand side. Richmond attacking towards the scoreboard end. Waiting for the throw-in, Murray Williams. Throw the ball in, up we go, right in the goal mouth. Here's a chance for Richmond. Oh, bomb from behind, right up on Dippier's back. Boynich held, but he's in position now. He's trying to get it. It's very slippery, that ball. He's held and not in possession. No, wait a minute, that's a good one. Now, he's done it all day.
Not that time, though.
It was very quick. Well, he's done it all day. Anyway, there's his kick, right up towards the centre position, and McKellar doesn't take it away. It's down on the ground, but Richmond coming forward once more. Very high towards the goal mouth. Neal's up there. It's punched away from him. Bartlett's in front. Stewart's in there and kicked off the ground by Bartlett. It's a goal. They thought it might have been Ditwich. Bartlett kicked it off the ground for a goal.
Well, Ditwich was going quick at the goal umpire, but I don't think there was any doubt that Bartlett put his boot to it. Bobby?
Oh, no doubt in the world, Mark. I think Ditwich was saying that he touched it as it come off Bartlett's boot. But it was a good goal by Bartlett, and one that's been a while between drinks for both sides. It's been a long while since the last goal was scored. It's bounced in the centre by Coates. Ross Smith gets a knockout. It comes down. Nobody can get clear, but Galt will get the free kick as it was too high. Galt. There's the siren for quarter time with the score 1-2 St Kilda, trailing Richmond 3-2.
It's umpire and coach bouncing the ball, starting the second quarter of the preliminary final between St Kilda and Richmond. The scores at the moment, St Kilda 1-2, trailing Richmond, who are 3-2. The Saints about to go into attack. Moran, the centre man, kicks up towards centre half forward. There's nobody home. It bounces past them all. Green comes in. He's got a golden opportunity. Puts it through for one behind. Gee, Bob Skilton, there was a beautiful opportunity.
Green was a little bit offset by Kevin Sheedy coming in quick then, Mike. It was one of those ones you can either kick it or not. Alford now kicking out from full-back. It's a long kick. It goes well up to the ground. Minot punches the ball down, making no attempt to mark. It's Barton leading in the race for the ball. Can't handle it cleanly. Picks it up. It's a gain against Bartlett. It's just the third time today that he's been penalised for this reason. He kicks it across, and it's Pays who, all on his own, takes an easy mark. It was Galt then who had the free kick. Travis Pays right in the centre half forward position. Pays now puts it right into the square. It's Ditwich at the back. Up the half lies very high. Almost recovered again, but Alford knocked the ball through for a rush point to St Kilda. There's the scoreboard now. St Kilda going to 1-4, trailing Richmond 3-2. Alford this time selecting the member side of the ground. Dick Clay at the back. Up they fly. Nobody can take the mark. It's Theodore of St Kilda. He comes in, swings it round towards Ditwich. He can't take the mark. Down it comes towards Ross Smith. It's Bartlett, though, who's in the van. He drives it further round towards Galt. He can't handle it cleanly. It misses Galt and over the line and out of bounds on the half-forward flank.
Let's hear from former Melbourne champion Frank Bluey Adams.
St Kilda trailing by 10 points at the start of the second term. The throw-in on the half-forward flank. Galt trying for the front position, but Barn gets a tap down, taken by Francis Burke. Gets out of trouble neatly, puts the ball across towards centre half forward. There's a bounce. Hart had the opportunity, couldn't pick it up. Picked up by Cowboy Neal. Left foot's back towards the half-back flank for Richmond. Up they go now. Taken by Davis. Davis breaks clear, 50 yards out. Lines them up. It's on its way. It looks good. Oh, it's offline. Oh, I think Carl Dittrich thought that one was going right through the middle.
He wasn't Robinson Caruso, I can tell you.
No, well, he decided to Shepherd. Actually could have gone for the mark. Now Alford once again kicking in towards the member side. Manzi doing battle, and Manzi nearly trapping the ball. Traps it in this time. Can't get his kick in. Tackled by Morris. Clay comes in. Theodore picks up, gets it across to Bonnie. Bonnie snaps. This is a better looking shot. That's a beauty. It's put through by John Bonnie. The gap's closing. St Kilda now trailing by 4 points. Well, St Kilda looking a better side.
2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
St Kilda needing drive in the first quarter. They fell down across the half-forward line. A great duel between Hunt and Breen. Hunt winning, and also Moran's a player in the centre that could pull his socks up. There's the bounce by umpire Cates. Up go, tapped away by Pays, came to Minot, couldn't get it. Bond lost it, picked up and lost by Roger Dean, taken here and shot across back towards Bond. He's on the half-forward flank. Trott joins him now. Bond gets rid of it. The race is on. Trott pushes the ball on in front of him, just traps it in front of the boundary. The kick smothered. It's a chance here. Richardson couldn't bring it in. Murray on hands and knees. A desperate punch gets the ball out of trouble. Could have been the free kick there, but play on as a call. As the hand pass comes out, and there's the kick. The shot towards goal. It's on its way. It's over the line. Come on and through. It is a great shot there. Kicked by Lilbaum right from centre half forward.
Well, 3.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Bad news for St Kilda, really. They got that badly needed first goal after the break, but only to find from the centre bounce. Richmond took the ball forward, and an excellent goal by Baum under the conditions. A snap from about 60 yards out, put it right through. So the difference between the sides, the Tigers leading by 9 points. Chance for Minot, couldn't take advantage of it. Basanko had an opportunity. Back in business now. Stewart in the way. Basanko kicking the ball off the ground. A long one too. Out towards the half-back flank. The boundary line looms up, and over the line it goes. Just about half-forward flank on the outer side of the ground, about 70 yards out from the Saints' goal. Neil Baum moving into position. He'll be doing it against Galt. Got a clear tap down, tapped away here by Ross Smith, picked up by Alford, driven back towards the half-forward flank. Pays flies high, can't bring it down. Smith gathered the front, internalist knocked to the ground, tackled too high, and Ross Smith the free kick on the half-forward flank. Plays on quickly, the kicks offline into the forward pocket. Kevin Sheedy diving and sliding takes one of Sheedy's famous marks in defence. Sheedy will have a lot harder the job today in the back pocket. And a player such as Bonnie who moves around, but Sheedy from that mark takes the kick. Up they go. Punched away by Barm, taken and lost by Smith. The ball on the ground, hooked in by Francis Burke, and a bounce will result on the half-back flank with St Kilda in the second quarter, kicking towards the scoreboard end of the ground.
Decent sandwich Ross Smith was in. Bob Skilton.
Up they go. It's knocked down there by the Richmond players. Nobody can get the ball at the moment. It's a free kick to St Kilda. It'll be given to Ross Smith. Umpire coach at the moment, giving the player with the ball every opportunity. Ross Smith, half-forward flank, well out from goal. Will put it almost into the square. It's a long kick. There's Ditwich and Green. In front is Barm. Ditwich knocks it away from Barm. Davis nearly takes the ball away. It'll be given to Kevin Bartlett of Richmond. Davis refusing to go back because that's where Bartlett's mark is. Kevin Bartlett in defence for the Tigers. He drives the ball out towards the half-back flank. Up they go. Nobody tried to take the mark. It comes down towards Travis Pays. He leads in the race for the ball, but it will beat them all over the line and out of bounds. On the outer side of the ground, half-forward flank for St Kilda. There's Minot and Barm. It's knocked down towards Ross Smith. He fumbles it. Gets it, the short left foot out towards Moran, who kicks off the ground. It goes down to Alan Davis. Davis takes it. Balks Alford. Gets a left foot. It's blocked by Alford. Now comes Sheedy. Sheedy leading in the race for the ball. He's met solidly by Ross Smith. Nobody can gain possession at the moment. And Sheedy will receive the free kick. What for, Bob? I don't know, Mike. I'm just taking it the way he's going back.
Ron Barassi, you got any idea what for?
No, it is out of bounds.
I was going to say, I couldn't see a free kick there under any conditions.
Throw in now to be taken. There they are. It's Galt. Barm. Comes down towards Bond. He can't take possession. Davis does. He throws it away and Bartlett grabs hold of him. Bartlett not very happy because he felt that that's just what he had been penalised for many times so far today. Davis brings the ball in towards the goal square. Barm in front of the pack. It's play on. Down comes Bartlett. Bartlett drives the ball wide. There's Hollick in the van, but he can't take the mark. And again goes over the line. Player in trouble there looks to be Travis Pays. Pays fell heavily on that occasion. Throw in once again. It's Minot. Barm. Minot gets a knock over the back towards Moran, who hand passes it out to Ross Smith. Smith drives the ball long. There's Green at the back of the pack. He can't take the mark. Rex Hunter's given the mark on that occasion. Hunt drives the ball long. Goes up towards Lawrence. Almost a mark to Lawrence. He should have taken that one, but he recovers smartly. Gets the ball. It's a poor kick. Comes down towards Barm. He knocks it up to Bartlett. Bartlett left foots it down towards Minor of St Kilda at centre half back, and Minor takes an easy chest mark.
I think, Ron, they've got a problem there, St Kilda at centre half forward. Briggs not firing at
I
all.
was just thinking that, Mike, it wouldn't hurt them to slip Carl Ditwich in there for 5 minutes, just to make sure that Hunt knows he's got some opposition, and then try Green back there.
Okay, down to the ground it comes. Goal hits it across to Ditwich. The big fellow steadies. He shoots in towards the goals, but it's offline and through 4-1 behind. He's playing a magnificent game, Big Carl. That takes St Kilda on to 2-6 and Richmond 4-2. 8 points of difference in favour of Richmond. Alford now kicking out from the scoreboard end. He goes straight up the ground and he finds Rex Hunt. Well, Hunt must have his confidence up now. Hunt now kicks up towards centre half forward. Hart goes in there, knocked away by Lawrence, however, taken by Colling. Colling of St Kilda out towards the wing position on the outer side. Cleverly knocked away by Barm. Bond is after it. That comes off his boot and trickles over the boundary line. There'll be a throw in on the wing position proper on that outer side. Throw in. A battle for it. Gold there. Couldn't quite get his hand to it. Barn got the tackle away. There's a struggle going on. It's picked up by Trott. Trott kicks it high but doesn't travel a great deal of distance. In comes Green now. Green will battle his way back into form. I've no doubt about that. Ball bounces awkwardly for Davis. In comes Clay. Clay tries to fend Davis off. Dropping the ball. Dropping the ball. Davis to take it. Alan Davis. Ton of ability, this fellow. takes his kick. Oh, it's a nice long one, about 20 yards out from the St Kilda goal. No mark to the ground. It comes picked up by Sheedy. Sheedy's kick is an awkward one. Here's Manzi on his own. Yes, Manzi is 20 yards clear of any opponent. Manzi takes his kick back towards the goal square. Plenty of Richmond defenders there. The ball was dropped by Alford. But through they come. It's Francis Burke putting his boot into it. Driving to the half-back flank on the member stand side. It's Manzi once again, hooking it over his shoulder. Ball knocked away by Sheedy over the boundary line, and there'll be a throw-in. Ron Barassi had settled down into a dour struggle, hasn't it?
Yes, and Kilda recovered from the initial burst in the third quarter by Richmond and settled down to play good football and contesting everything at every stage. With some interesting personal battles. Here's one here. Just saw the result of Hart winning his battle.
McKellar slipped over when he had the open go. It's picked up here by Neal. Neal gets it out towards centre half back. Cutting through there is Pasenko. Can this fella go? Pasenko goes wide to the out of wing position there. Oh, Stuart Trott. Oh boy, in the crowd certainly getting their money's worth. Oh, and behind here. Boy, only a quick flash, but it was on just for one quick moment. I think our cameramen are going to go mad before the day's over, and our director, Alf Potter, trying to keep up with things that will and are happening. A kick off the ground here, sends it into the centre. Minot is waiting for it. Stewart goes to tackle him. Minot knocks it away. Stewart punches it back now. Taken by Manzi. Manzi up forward once again. They move out for it. Palm couldn't hold the mark. Bonnie comes racing in there. And there's, oh, they're throwing themselves in regardless. And Ross Smith not too happy with the Richmond player there, and Alford, and Davis comes out with a free kick. What for, says Kevin Sheedy. And I can't tell you what else he said. Alan Davis, 30 yards out, on an angle, kicking to the scoreboard and goal. He's put it through. That's his second goal. And that will make it, I would reckon, 2 points of difference. 2 points of difference in favour of Richmond. St Kilda 3-6 to Richmond 4-2. Ron, I think this is going to be close all day.
Yes, it is, Mike. Although when you think of Richmond's freshness and their faith in their fitness in the last quarter, this should be St Kilda's quarter for the rest of the period and also in the third. They've got to get up a good lead, I feel.
Frank Adams.
Picked up by Burke, driven back towards the centre. They wait for it, and a good mark taken by Neil Basenko right in the centre of the ground. And Richmond are losing their curl a bit here. Another 15-yard penalty being paid against them, and this will bring Basenko up to just short of centre half forward.
Well, they're falling for the thimble and the pea, aren't they?
Oh, it's ridiculous. Richmond have lost that discipline they had in the first quarter as Basenko puts them into the attack. The ball starting to drop short. Taken by the key man on St Kilda's forward line, Alan Davis. Well, Alan Davis, who's already kicked 2 goals. This occasion, he's directly in front and 20 yards out. Alan Davis, a chance to put the Saints in front. It's on its way. It's right through the middle. Davis gets his third for the game. As the St Kilda score moves up to 4-6. 30 points. Richmond on 4-2. 26. Alan Jeans. There he is.
13 minutes into the second quarter. 13 minutes into the quarter.
St Kilda trail by 10 points at quarter time, and now they lead by 4 points, as Mike's just told you, the 13-minute mark of the second term. St Kilda looking good now. Dittrich doing the heavy work in the middle of the ground and succeeding, but it's been picked up and kicked up towards his centre half forward position. Up goes Hart. He's been spoiled here, and the ball comes to the ground. Opportunity for Cumming, pushed in the back, but the play goes on. Hart trying to get at it, does so. Well tackled here by Lawrence. Gets the foot to the ball, but a good solid mark taken by Stuart Trott, and I'll tell you this, every time Trott takes the mark, he's certainly having a hard job holding his ground. Richardson infringing, another 15-yard penalty coming in.
Ron Barassi, I think they're getting rattled, St Kilda.
Who's getting rattled?
Richmond. Me.
Well, I think they're a sort of team, when you put them under a lot of pressure, they can do this to a certain extent, and particularly as their stars aren't firing. I mean, Stewart's doing nothing, Hart's doing nothing. Richardson's dropped out of the game and fall forward, so, you know, they're in trouble a bit.
It's Hollick now driving them forward. That's the Tigers. Up they go, Barry Richardson. No doubt in my book, Barry Richardson has kicked 2. He kicked the first 2 goals of the match. He kicked 2 within 6 minutes, or within 5.5 minutes in the first quarter. Bob Murray on the mark. Barry Richardson some 40 yards out. 35 to 40 yards out, on an angle, kicking from the outer flank. It's certainly a pro St Kilda crowd by the sound of it. As Barry Richardson kicks, it won't be a goal. They fly there. And a mark will be paid to Voynich. It's going to be a freak goal if he can put it through from there. Voynich. Oh, golly, there was hard left unattended. And he's put it through. Oh, Cardinal sin. Now, Ron Barassi.
Well, if I was Alan Deans, the coach, then I'd be going just about berserk with that sort of effort, because you just can't afford to let a player who could receive from a player in his position, such as Voynich was, any latitude whatsoever, not even a yard, particularly a player like Hart. And also, there was Bartlett coming up there. He had Bartlett as a task, as a target. So this was a bad slip by St Kilda, which has put them behind the 8 ball once again, 2 points down.
Coates now bounces it right in the centre. Up they fly. Minor gets a knock. It's not clear. It comes down to Stewart. Hayes receives the ball. Kicks it out of the pack and it comes down to Bonney. There's Alford and Davis. Alford knocks the ball away from Davis. It goes down towards Ditteridge. Ditteridge drives it down towards the pocket. I think it's going to beat everybody over the line and out of bounds in the forward pocket for St Kilda. St Kilda going in very hard at the moment. Up they fly. There's McCullough and Galt. It comes over the back. It's well away from their goals. Smith gets a heavy knock there. Comes out towards Travis Payes. He lifts, puts it down. Nobody can take it. There's Ditteridge and Sheedy. Out they come. There's Theodore over the ball at the moment. He gets it. It'll be over the shoulder. Too high. Half forward flanker for St Kilda. Stephen Theodore. 20 yards out from goal on a slight angle. Umpire Coates not very happy with Kevin Sheedy at the moment.
Bobby, that was...
Carl Ditteridge seeing the funny side of the story was St Kilda having a shot.
Bob, I think it was a smile should really be on the other side of Ditteridge's face, because he missed young Sheedy.
Straight as a die, that one. Straight through by Theodore. He kicks his first for this game. St Kilda again hit the front, leading by 4 points. St Kilda 5 goals 6, Richmond 5 goals 2. Theodore made no mistake with that one. Right through the centre. The goal umpire did not move. Neck and neck struggle right through this game. It looks like continuing that way. It's bounced in the centre. Up they fly. Minot gets a knock. It goes down towards Smith, but he fumbles it. It comes out. It'll be a free kick to Richmond. Holding the ball to Roger Dean, and the Richmond supporters letting Coates know that it's about time, in their opinion. Dean drives the ball down towards Hart. Hart from behind almost takes it. It will be paid. Royce Hart. Hart would like to take that one. Hart played on and kicked a goal, but umpire Coates had well before paid the mark.
We're 18 minutes into the second quarter of the preliminary final. Hart is some 45 yards out, 40 yards out. You can say directly in front, so slight is the angle. He's already kicked one, as you know. Up he comes now. It's on its way. The result of this one, the same as the previous kick. It's a goal. Boy, Ron Barassi, this is going to be a tight struggle all day.
It's certainly a nip and tuck battle, Mike. Now, I just mentioned a few names a while ago as to why Richmond were down. A few of their stars weren't shining. Now, I mentioned 2 names, and immediately they've come back with an effort. Richardson with a mark, out of which they got a goal eventually, and then, of course, we saw Royce Hart with a magnificent mark. Typical Royce Hart, gets back in the game just by pure effort and pure talent. That was a fantastic effort of his. Has helped his team enormously.
Craig McCullough changing his boots midway through the second quarter. It's Richmond going forward once again. It's a long kick. Out comes Barry Richardson. Couldn't hold it. Murray's after him. Barry Richardson still going. He trips over. Ball picked up by Judson. His hand pass is intercepted. Bobby Murray pushes the ball away. Oh, Travis Payes has hung on to. Should have got a free kick for that.
He'll get it this time, possibly. No.
He's showing pretty much more desperation when he's played Paynes this game. He's playing well.
Bounce of the ball, up they go. Down to the ground it comes. Smith dives on top of it for St Kilda. Comes out with the ball. Gee, he's a battle, this fellow. Marked by Manzi on the wing position. Manzi now kicks up to the half-forward flank. And the mark taken there by Stephen Theodore. Quick thinking. Gets it across to Bonney. Bonney just keeps it in play. Oh, the boundary umpire said out. I don't agree with that. The minor wasn't out. Still, it doesn't really matter much what I think up here, does it?
Don't ask me, Mike. plus.
Thanks, Ron. Down to the ground it comes. It's Smith once again picking up. Smith down forward. Here's a go. Davis almost a one-hander. Mike Green comes out for the Tigers. He gets his kick out towards the flank position on the member stand side. And Bonnie's unloaded by Sheedy. Oh, well. Bonnie of St Kilda takes his kick. It's going to the edge of the goal square. The big men come out there, but it's Neil Barnes just casually walking in to take the mark. Sheedy needling quite a lot of those St Kilda forwards. There is tactics, and he's a pretty tough, rugged customer. Oh, the ball there messed up by Pays. In comes Smith. He couldn't control it. Taken by Francis Burke. Burke down towards centre half forward. The ball bounces awkwardly. Murray coming out, showing anticipation. Gets the ball to the weak position for St Kilda on that outer side. Nobody able to pick it up. Bond and Trott doing battle there. Oh, Barry Richardson's on the weak position. He's that far out from the full forward posse. Murray comes out with the ball, but it's a free kick going Richmond's way. Gee, they're out of position, Bluey.
They certainly are, but Bond being held. Takes his kick from the centre wing up towards the half-forward flank. Minot's there. It's packed sport by Cowboy Neil. The ball close to the line. Kicked off the ground by Hollick, and the mark being claimed, but we'll wait and see if it's been paid. Bob Murray giving it back, bound umpire indicating over the line on Richmond's half-forward flank. Outer side of the ground, that's where we are as they do battle. Up they go. Minot gets it at the second attempt, taps into the open territory towards Stewart. Stewart ducks his head, recovers well, gets a left foot kick across towards centre half forward. Bartlett getting in position, punched away however. Onto the ground, Manzi with an opportunity. Clay takes it away from him, and Clay from centre half forward hooks the ball deep into the forward pocket. Up goes Hart, spoilt by Lawrence. Over the line, about 45 yards out from Richmond's goal. The Tigers sitting on 6 goals, 2, leading St Kilda 5-6.
21.5 minutes into the second quarter.
The lead's already changed 4 times in this quarter. The ball being pushed along here by Hart. Hart with a handball into the open territory, taken and fumbled by Lawrence. Just about lost for him, lost by him. Gets it across towards Pays. Pays tried to hook it in, picked up here. The hand pass came out towards Minor. He looks a bit slow. Sockers the ball off the ground, up towards the centre, into the open territory once again. John Bonney can't pick it up. Sheedy tries to dive and take it and lost by Stewart. Stewart looked like he was legged. Down he went, and Ian Stewart to take the free. Stewart, as Ron Barassi has said, hasn't had a great influence on the game. Puts the ball up towards centre half forward. Judson in front, came down, taken hand pass by Dick Clay out towards Lawrence. Lawrence fumbled a bit there, but the Folders lost it, being picked up and kicked by Basanko. Back towards the centre of the ground and diving and taking the mark is Bill Barnes.
Ron Barassi, quite a few of the St Kilda players are fumbling badly.
Just in this last 2 or 3 minutes, Mike, the ball might be a bit greasy. I wouldn't worry too much about it at this stage.
Okay, it's a chance here for Cumming of Richmond, blazes away, puts it through. 22.5 minutes into the second quarter. But a seesawing game. Ron Barassi.
Mike, if this thumbing continues, it could be a sign not only of a wet ball, but also the fact they're getting a little bit tired, because there's been a fantastic pace and plenty of physical contact and desperation, which is very energy-sapping.
Tom Hayfield there. Down to the ball, back in the centre. Up they go. The ball knocked away here by Minot, taken by Manzi up towards centre half forward. It's over Breen's head, taken by Davis. A hand pass across here towards Galt. Galt runs into a bit of trouble, gets out of it. Taking the ball with him now, he steadies, he shoots. Oh, but he's well offline, I think. And one behind results. Lucky to be a behind. He needs some practice, young Galt, doesn't he? Goal kicking.
Well, he's a young lad, and I mean, the pressure's on a bloke like that in the finals. I don't know what sort of kick he is normally, Mike, but it's one he missed. He missed one last week, which could have won the match.
Kick out now. The ball travels towards centre half back for Richmond, but it's taken by Ross Smith, the captain of St Kilda. Smith now comes up, puts his boot in draw. It's a beautiful kick, but it's offline. It's going out towards the pocket. No mark down to the ground. Davis comes in there. Cummings in after him. Cummings comes out with the ball for Richmond. Kicks out towards the centre half-back posse. Up goes Boynich. Couldn't hold it. Boynich comes out with the ball. Gets it across to Hollick. Hollick gets a quick kick in to the wing position on the outer side. Out they come. It's Lawrence in front of Hart. Lawrence pushing the ball in front of him, but pushes it right to Hollick. Hollick of Richmond now. Down towards the half-forward flank, still on that outer side. Out comes Cowboy Neal. Cowboy gets his kick back to the wing position. Up goes Royce Hart. Comes down to the ground. He battles on this fellow. And the ball kicked in towards centre half-forward is taken out by Dittrich. Dittrich of St Kilda runs through the centre. And a tremendous kick, 80 yards down forward. Green comes in there. Green is on top of the ball, and umpire Ian Coates says I'll bounce it. Frank Adams.
Yes, the forward pocket, about 25 yards out from the Saints goal. Baum wins a tap down, looked for coming, couldn't find him. Davis being held, but play on as the ball socket off the ground by Francis Burke, and a diving mark taken by Stuart Trott. Trott, half forward flank, outer side of the ground. St Kilda's forward line very congested. As Trott comes in, front kick dropping short, and Alan Davis awake to it. Davis all day has played in front of Alford and has picked up plenty of kicks. Well, you'd have to give Davis a chance at this one. 55 yards out. It's a low kick. It's soft line, dropping short, and Michael Green marked it. Oh, Galt, a little bit inexperienced on that one. Allowed Green to go back and take quite an easy mark. Michael Green. Hasn't been a regular player for the Saints this year, for the Tigers I should say. Takes his kick, drives up towards Dittrich up there, and Hunt, they do battle, the ball comes to the ground. It's an opportunity for Morris. He's still got the chance here, picks it up here, it's Clay it is. Clay slides, gets out of trouble nicely, gets one in, up towards the centre wing position, no mark there, it's on the ground now, slipping and sliding, it was Colling, the ball being picked up, shot across to Smith, Smith tackled high, and Smith to take the free kick. Ross Smith on the centre wing, breaks clear now, onto the left foot, across towards centre half forward. The pass, not a good one, was intercepted by Hollick, but taken by Pays. Driven up towards the goal square, they sit and they wait for it. Green went to spoil, was successful. Davis now chases it, the coming through was coming, got one on the side of the head, picked up by Green. Hand pass mainly to get out of trouble, looked for Clay, picked up by Davis. Davis looking for a free kick, gets a hand pass across, out towards Pays. Pays fumbles, the ball close to the line, Pays under pressure of the ball right on the line. As in comes the umpire Coates to bounce it in the forward pocket, 40 yards out. Up they go, Baum, tap down, straight towards Davis, the kick smothered. A chance here for Ross Smith it was, but he couldn't break clear of it. It's been picked up, snapped back towards the centre half forward position. Trott striving to get there, and Trott actually doing well, using his speed and marking just about centre half forward. Stuart Trott, normally a good kick. This one's a good one too. It'll fall about 15 yards short. Baum coming in from the side, couldn't go for it. Dittrich chasing the ball into the forward pocket. Lines him up with the kick smothered. Up it goes there. Up they go. Theodore flies. And Theodore takes it. Stephen Theodore right in front, 15 yards out. St Kilda trailing by 7 points. Theodore, he's already kicked one. And St Kilda badly needing this one as we move into time on. Point blank range. As in comes Theodore, floating punt kick. It's full points, kicked by Stephen Theodore. 1 point the difference. St Kilda now 6-7, Richmond 7-2.
27.5 minutes into the second quarter. Well, Ron Barassi, any comment?
Yes, Michael, this is going to be extremely hard quarter to judge the result of. One thing is sure, St Kilda are way back in the game now, but just how much is going to have taken out of themselves, we don't know. I'd like to see a bit more system in their forward line. Mike, what do you think?
Well,
pretty congested, isn't it?
That's right. The ball now on the half-forward flank for St Kilda on the outer side. It's opened up now, but Davis slipped over the psychological moment. Alford kicks it off the ground, back to the wing position on that outer side. The rain pouring down here in Melbourne. Our friends over there watching through TVW7 in Perth will certainly have a giggle to themselves. It's a pretty miserable day in Melbourne. The football's hot on the MCG. Don't know how the weather is up there in Canberra, but it couldn't be any more miserable than it is in Melbourne. But still, they say it's a winter sport, football. And the heavens have opened up. Dittrich goes up, taps the ball down. Dittrich comes out with it. Oh, he's playing magnificently, this fellow. Kicks it into Wood, centre half forward. Morris there goes up for Richmond. Ball knocked away, taken by Alford. Alford back to the wing position. It is punched in towards the centre. Dean comes in there. A chance for Colling. Colling tries a hand pass. Taken here by Basanko. Basanko to Moran. Moran down forward, but standing in the way is Alford. Alford of Richmond takes his to the position outer side. Pays comes in, couldn't get his hands to the ball. It's taken by Minot. Minot steadies himself. Back in towards centre half forward. Dittrich goes up there. Could have got it for around the neck, but it's called play on. And a trip goes to John Bonney of St Kilda. Bob Skilton.
John Bolly is a little further out than centre half forward. Kicks the ball down towards Barry Breen. He over the top of Francis Burke, misjudged it. Mike Green of Richmond, the back pocket player, comes in and takes an easy mark. Green elects to swing the ball around on the member side of the ground. There's the siren for half-time.
With the scoreboard reading in the final time, St Kilda 6-7-43, Richmond 7-44. The MCG in Melbourne, it's umpire Ian Coates bouncing the ball, starting the third quarter of the preliminary final between Richmond and St Kilda. As we go into the third quarter, we find Richmond 1 point in front, but it's St Kilda going forward, and Breen is bypassed. The mark taken by Green. Green gets it across here. The ball forced out to the weak position on the member stand side. Through comes Galt of St Kilda, pushing the ball in front of him. After him is Francis Burke. And Burke will receive the free kick. He plays on immediately. Burke now back to that wing position on the member stand side. The mark taken by Kevin Bartlett of Richmond. Any changes, Ron Barassi?
Yes, I've noticed one. Dittrich has opened up at centre half forward with Barry Breen, a beaten player by a Hunt, moved to the forward pocket.
There we go. Do you think they can afford to keep Dittrich out of the ruck?
Well, centre half forward's a pretty important spot. They've fallen down there, Mike, so I think it's a good move.
Right, let's get back to play. It's Minot now, kicking in towards the centre, and to bear out the remarks of Ron Barassi. The mark taken by Carl Dittrich. Dittrich down forward, they fly high. Davis is in there with Alford. The ball kicked away, picked up by Theodore. Down forward it goes. Here's Barry Breen. Breen picking the ball up, pushes the ball in front of him. He's holding the ball, holding the man. Now this could be a good move, could be a match-winning move. Jack Edwards, what do you think?
Well, Michael, the way this quarter has started, I would say it could be Dittrich taking that ball from the centre, and now we see Breen from a rather difficult angle with a chance to put St Kilda in front once again. It's Barry Breen coming in, a beaten player in the first half. This kick on its way, and has gone through. Alan Davis going for the mark, but it had gone through for 6 points to St Kilda, and now we see the Saints move on in the first few moments of the third quarter to go to a 5-point lead.
1 minute 40 seconds into the third quarter, that goal came up. Bob Skilton.
Did you notice then that there were hardly any Richmond players on that line then to try and touch that ball?
It was a rather low trajectory, Bob.
Almost went through unopposed. Umpire Coates bounces the ball in the centre of the ground. It's Minot who knocks the ball down. It goes towards Ross Smith. He knocks it out, but Morris of Richmond intercepts. It goes over towards Roger Dean. He says it's my mark, and umpire Coates agrees. Dean now. A poor kick. It's off the side of the boot. Minot almost takes the mark. It's taken by Bond of Richmond. Bond hooks the ball long and wide. It's over the line and out of bounds. It'll be a free kick to St Kilda. It will be taken by Bob Murray, the St Kilda fullback, right beside the point post.
Ron Barassi, St Kilda after their hard match against Hawthorn last week at the moment, showing no signs of tiredness.
Well, it's a little bit early to tell, Mike, but then again, I can remember Carlton from the second semi last year coming out fresh. I hope, for the sake of the game, that St Kilda don't tire and they act as we did last week, come out fresh. It would be good.
Last year.
Naturally.
Taken by Travis Pays. Pays of St Kilda. Picked up by Dick Clay, but he loses possession. Taken by Manzi of St Kilda. Manzi to the half-forward flank on the outer side there, but the ball's over the line, and the kick will be taken by Rex Hunt. Hunt, who's played well at centre half-back, kicks in towards the centre. Through comes McKellar. McKellar couldn't hold the mark, but he butters up. He's taken by Dittrich. Gets his kick, however, right into the centre of the MCG. Ian Stewart's there. Through comes Colling. Dick Clay's there. So too is Roger Dean. Pushes it out to Morris. Morris of Richmond to centre half forward. Up goes Hart. Oh, gets plenty of attention and gets the free. Jack Edwards.
Royce Hart could be a match winner for them, Michael. Barry Lawrence doesn't seem to be able to handle him yet, but as these conditions deteriorate, it could be a different story. In the back pocket, or the last line of defence, is Kevin Neal taking that kick from the boot of Royce Hart. Kevin Neal, who had to be shifted last week, playing quite well in defence, using a lot of weight. There's the kick of Neal to the outer side. Clay coming in front, takes the mark but drops it. Banshee tackles, the ball's called play on. There's a chance through Bazanko as St Kilda go forward. It's up towards the centre of the ground, and once again Richmond into attack. A long kick right down towards the forward zone. No mark from Baum. There's a chance coming in, shooting. It's a good goal. Kicked by, looks like Darryl Cumming has changed his Guernsey from the first half. He was wearing long sleeves. Now we see him go into a short sleeve Guernsey and bring up his second goal. And Richmond have taken the lead back once again. The scoreboard being changed to read in front of you. Richmond 8 goals to 50. St Kilda 7-49.
1 point the difference, 4.5 minutes into the third quarter. Boy, what a beauty this is, Ron Barassi.
Yes, Mike, if I was a St Kilda supporter, I'd be a little bit worried because St Kilda struggled to get their goals, whereas most of the goals the Tigers have gotten so far in this game have been relatively easy or gotten with good football, clean and simple. It doesn't augur well for the future.
Back in the centre, it's umpire Ian Coates, and I'm sure our friends through TVW7 in Perth and CDC7 in Canberra are enjoying this preliminary final from the MCG in Melbourne. Dittrich of St Kilda with the ball. Kicks it deep into the forward pocket on that outer side. Davis is racing for it, so too is Alford. Over the line it goes. There'll be a throw-in. Speaking of Perth and the boys of Channel 7 over there, we're certainly looking forward, Bobby Skilton, Lou Richards and myself, to going over for the big three-day carnival, the Rothmans Channel 7 Cup. It should be great. Here's Alan Davis now. Alan Davis, the left foot step has hit the post. Hit the post. Boy, that post certainly shook when it got hit too.
That's one each, Michael. One each to St Kilda, one each to Richmond. Or one to each.
Kick out now from Alford. Up to the centre it goes almost, and Dittrich is there to take the mark. He's playing a magnificent game, this fellow. There's Davis. The kick now going deep down into the forward zone once again. Oh, up they go. And it's Michael Green who marks. Green now will have to come along the member stand flank. His kick, not a particularly good one. There's a free kick being plucked out of this. It's going St Kilda's way by the look of it. Going to Ross Smith, push in the back. Magnificent skipper of the Saints. His kick now, going down forward. The players set themselves. Davis! Oh, a beauty. He's kicked 3 goals. Oh, what a glorious mark.
What a difference he's been the side from last week to this week, Michael.
Davis now is only 25 yards out on a very slight angle. A chance for St Kilda to regain the lead. He kicks. It looks pretty good. There's his fourth. And we are 6.5 minutes into the third quarter. Comment from Ron Barassi.
It was a magnificent mark, Mike. I couldn't help but agree. There are 2 players in which he had to beat. He went up first, cannon off the other on the way up and took it, which moved him perfectly into position in front of the other man. And he kicked truly too, which is a feature of his play today. He hasn't been fantastically accurate, but I think he's kicked, 4 goals, 3, which is an excellent effort. He had to be in the side last week. Well, you couldn't help but say that they would have won.
Back in the centre, the ball is bounced. Bobby Skilton takes up commentary.
St Kilda 6 points in front at this stage. Gary Collins, St Kilda half-back flanker. He drives the ball down towards centre-half forward. It bounces straight to Alan Davis. He can't take it cleanly. Francis Burke of Richmond in defence. He picks it up and kicks a long kick down towards Royce Hart. He drops the mark down to Boyanich of Richmond. He kicks it down, and there's Richardson in front. It's knocked away by Bob Murray. Kevin Neal in defence, playing very well at the moment. He drives it out to Manzi. Manzi takes a good solid mark. Under these conditions, it's still raining. It's been raining all through this game. John Manzi. A long kick down towards the half-forward flank. It's Morris of Richmond who recovers. He does a short kick across towards the centre. It's Moran in front of Stewart who takes a courageous mark. Jeff Moran doing a good job today. Not getting many kicks himself, but holding Ian Stewart. Moran down towards Smith, who left it. I think he received the call, leave it Ross. The way they play, it's Theodore who then gets the free kick for a trip. It was a little bit one of those decisions. It may or may not have been looked as though it might have been his own fault, but that's the way umpire coach sees it, and Theodore has a free kick around about 50 yards out from goal. He's kicked 2 to this stage. Theodore coming in. He will not kick the distance. He's dropping short. There's Breen over the back who knocks it down and plays on. He's there. There's Alford. There's Bartlett. Bartlett gets the ball now. He comes out. It's Bonnie of St Kilda who comes in. Steadies. Drives it back in towards goal. It's off the side of the boot. Out of bounds, and Richmond will take a free kick. Mike Green, the Richmond back pocket player. Mike Green now. Just near the point post. He kicks the ball long. Up they flies. Ditterich and Baum. Baum almost takes the mark. It'll be a free kick to Moran of St Kilda. You'll see there. Boyanich of Richmond. Manzi. The free kick. had already gone to Jeff Moran, the St Kilda centre man. Moran now 55 yards out from goal. Selecting to use the drop punt. It goes right into the square. The pack flying in front of the pack. Green of Richmond takes a very good mark.
Oh, he loves a grab in the air, doesn't he?
No doubt about that. Hasn't played a bad game today. 15 yards there against St Kilda for delaying play.
Well, Michael Green went to go for a bit of a run, but umpire Ian Coates hadn't called play on and ordered him back. Hand pass now over to Sheedy. Sheedy into the centre of the MCG. Knocked away by Moran. Down to the ground it comes. Picked up here by Manzi. Manzi down forward. This will go close, but it's swinging offline. Through for one behind. That puts St Kilda 7 points in front, I think.
That was a really courageous pick-up there, Mike, because he had Craig McKellar coming in at him at about 16 or 15 stone. It was a great effort.
The kick out goes to the flank position on the outer side. Plenty of fumbling going on there. Eventually it's taken by McKellar. McKellar kicks it pretty high, but he doesn't travel a great deal of distance. Theodore tries a hand pass, but in comes Big Carl. Across it goes to Manzi. Manzi hooks it around the mark to Ross Smith. Smith is 35 yards out. He's on an angle, but a ton of goal space open to him. If he gets this, this will be his first goal of the match. Up comes Smith. He steadies. It's on its way. It looks pretty good. It's through. It's through. St Kilda are 13 points in front at the 11-minute mark into the third quarter. Ron Barassi, they're taking a grip on it.
They are. It's a great effort by St Kilda. They've come right back into this game. They're winning in a lot of positions. I think the centre bounce, they're winning the drive from there, and also the move to Dippage to centre half forward has been a winner because his influence on that weak spot previously for the Saints has been magnificent. Great.
Let's hear from Jack Edwards.
Well, the bounce back in the centre, and here's a go at half-back. Picked up and kicked long and pushed in the back as Lawrence drives towards centre-half forward. A chance for Alford. The umpire has sounded the whistle, and the free kick will be paid to Rex Hunt of Richmond. Rex Hunt at centre-half-back. The true centre-half-back position now. That drop punt up towards centre-half forward. Ian Stewart awaits the crumb as the pack fly. No mark to Lawrence. It's tapped on as basketball fashion. It's on the turf now. Suckered off by skipper Roger Dean. Picked up here by Stuart Trott. His kick is a high one to the outer side wing position where Clay comes in a bit late. Manzi's there. Taken by Morris. Morris a left foot kick toward the pocket. Going back is Judson. That could have been a free kick to Judson. Is coming and gets a hand pass into open territory. The pace is on. There's a chance for Richmond. Picked up by Richardson. He snaps at goal. It's gone straight up in the air. No one can mark. Picked up by Neil. A long hand pass to get out of trouble. Taken by Pays. Pays right foot around the wing he goes. On the outer side. It's a long kick. Ditwich is there. Oh, too high. And the umpire must pay the free kick. Richmond about to play on through Morris. Hollick does so now. He's taking plenty of time. Dummied a couple of touches to the ground and gets a kick toward the half-forward zone. But a free kick must be paid to Stuart Trott. Well, it's rough and tumble out here. Conditions aren't good. As we have told you, rain has fallen all day long, and the top of the MCG is very, very slippery indeed. And at this stage, it's St Kilda by 13 points. There's the kick toward Ditterich in the centre. He takes one bite, two bites, not paid. Play on, it's Ditterich following through. Play there. Ditterich hand passing out of trouble. St Kilda into attack once again as Manzi lets one go, and it's Alan Davis.
Oh, play! Oh, what a gutsy performance. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Look at the grin on Alan Davis's face too.
Oh, that took some guts. Oh, enough of that, Al. That really took some courage. Now Davis has kicked 4. He's 25 yards out and only a slight angle. He kicks. It's another one. It's another one. John Barassi, can you explain this burst from St Kilda?
Well, I tried to before, Mike. They're winning from the centre bounce, and they're really inspired. There's Alan Jeans now. He couldn't help but be pleased with his side of this stage. They've got a 19-point break. If they can go on now, it'll certainly put Richmond under pressure. And we all know, or we all tend to think that Richmond, aren't too good under these conditions of pressure. Whether they can keep it up or not, it's another matter. Here's the man that they could bring them back in the game. Went for that ball, missed hard.
Right, a kick off the ground by Roger Dean sends it deep into the forward line for the Tigers, but it's over the boundary line. Well, don't sell Richmond out because they're a classy side. Still a ton of time left for them to get right back in the game, but it's 19 points of difference at the moment in favour of St Kilda. There we go. Roger Dean comes in, trying to lift his side. Picked up by Boyanich. Has the ball knocked out of his hand. Taken by McKellar. McKellar to Royce Hart. Hart snaps it around. Through for one behind. Back to 18 points of difference. Well, Bobby Skilton, what do you think of it?
At this stage, Mike, St Kilda are playing very, very well. But as you mentioned, Richmond in every game over the last 6 or 8 weeks have come back in the last quarter. So St Kilda may need this break. But right now, they've got everything going their way.
14 and a half minutes of the third quarter gone.
Bob Murray now kicking out from the Richmond end. Up they go. Ditterich now on the ball. Carl Ditterich now almost got that one. A little short kick out. It's played on towards Rossi Smith. Smith, defending for St Kilda, drives it back around the wing. It's knocked down by Ditterich to Moran. He had no chance of getting rid of that ball. It'll be a hole in the man to Moran. They said he was too high. Moran handballs on to Ross Smith. He drives the ball further around the wing. It's over the line and out of bounds, and the free kick will be taken by Mike Green of Richmond. Green, well up from the back pocket. He drives it across. Up they go. Nobody can take the mark. It's Stewart who breaks clear. It'll be holding the man to Ian Stewart. Stewart, reasonably quiet since quarter time. Kicks it in towards Hart and Lawrence. It's knocked down by Lawrence, but Hart recovers. Drives the ball down where it's Richardson and Murray. Up they go, and Murray from behind punches the ball out. It goes over the line and out of bounds. The back pocket for St Kilda.
Bobby, that's a feature of Bob Murray's play. He hasn't been spoiling too much lately and having marks taken against him, but this time he is spoiling. Colling now, kicking up toward the half-back flank, and it's St Kilda into attack once again, but Sheedy coming upfield, dropped an easy one. Ditterich comes through, kicks it off the ground towards half forward, and the race is on. Ditterich once again kicks forward, and in the way is Allford. It's a long kick up towards the centre position. No mark to be paid to Moran. Picked up by Stewart. A right foot kick toward the half-forward flank. It's Neal coming out from the back pocket position, playing soccer with it. He puts it on the ground in front of him, still has control of it in a sense. The ball being forced over the line, a throw-in to take place on the centre wing position on the members' side. St Kilda in front at this stage by 18 points. There's the throw-in. It's been tapped down, taken by Trott. It's a high one. Kevin Sheedy dropping back, should take the easy mark. Oh, he took the mark all right. He took a mark. That could be taken from him. Yes, it could be taken from him. John Bonney will take the free kick. Sheedy's done the block. He's thrown himself into it, but the kick going up to Ditterich. Ditterich can't take it. Taken here by Alan Davis. Cooley spins out of trouble. Places a kick towards Pays. He can't get to it. With a chance for Green. Green pets it on in front of him. It's Green and Green doing battle. Barry Green getting to it. Forces it over the line, and the throw-in to take place. Half-forward flank on the outer side.
Ronnie, that incident before, that'll be a coach's nightmare to see that happen.
Yes, but you can't have both things, Mike. I mean, he's a fiery player, and that's the sort of thing a fiery player perhaps does occasionally under pressure. You can't have both ways, Mike.
Ball now taken by Stewart. Stewart dives on top of it. Oh. Gee, there are 36 fellas out there showing a ton of courage. This is a real courage game, I can tell you, from both sides. A ton of it there. Picked up by Cumming. Cumming now drives to the wing, but it's intercepted by Judson, who's on the wing position, the back pocket player. Up they go. Ditterich is in there, paving the way for Moran to come through. Moran top one over to Breen. Breen now, despite the efforts of Alford, kicks forward.
Oh! Free kick. If he can take it.
Oh! Francis Burke coming in like a steam train. Davis is up. Corporal Sheedy directing operations out there. Alan Davis has kicked 5. He's on a pretty acute angle. Let's see what he does. He kicks. He's kicked right across the face of goals and put it out of bounds in the forward pocket on the member stand side. Look at the side of Davis's face. I think it's only mud, but still you can see how he got that free kick before. Mark to Hunt. Hunt of Richmond now. Not the dominating force he was in the first half because he's got Big Carl to contend with there now. Hart coming out with the ball. He'll be brought back. He'll be brought back. He's the fellow who can turn the tide for Richmond if it is going to be turned. And the crowd mad with excitement here, Jack Edwards.
Oh, where they are, Michael. It's at fever pitch. Under these conditions, I would say this is the best final we've seen this year. The conditions don't favour brilliant football, but believe you me, these two sides are putting everything into it. It's winner, well, the winner is the only one who survives this match, of course, and both sides want to win, and they're throwing everything, bodily, that is, the whole lot going in.
19.5 minutes of the third quarter gone.
There's Hart now, lining up from centre half forward. It's a long kick up toward the square where a big pack fly. It's hit the turf, kicked away by Judson up toward the half forward flank, and the mark's taken and driven in towards the full forward zone. It's really a good mark there. Will it be paid? It will be paid to Barry Lawrence. A very courageous player, Lawrence, now driving out toward Ditterich. Ditterich in the pack, won't take the mark. It's hit the turf once again, picked up and kicked forward. And St Kilda can go into attack. Green slipped at the crucial moment, but he's getting relief here from Manzi, chipping in his palm. He loses possession, and play goes on across the centre. Coming through was Francis Burke. Burke with the ball in front of him, being pressed on here by Smith. Smith tapped out of Ditterich. Alford's in there. Ditterich putting everything into it once again. A kick coming back toward the centre. He centred the kick, and Ditterich once again goes in. Francis Burke goes down. A decision coming up. So
Player down behind play here.
Alan Davis, Mike.
Don't know what happened, so we won't comment any further. Only to say that he was down. Smith to take the kick. It's a long way out, a good 70 yards, but he's putting it on its way and out of bounds on the full in the forward pocket. Boy, there's some really tough work going on here, Jack.
There is, Michael. A lot of boos coming from the crowd after that incident too, but I can't really tell you what happened. The free kick being awarded to Michael Green, who now drives back toward the half-back flank position. No mark. Ditterich tried to tap it on, picked up by Hunt. It's a high kick that can't be paid a mark to anybody. Kicked off the ground by Hollick. Minot being held. A kick coming in towards St Kilda's goal square now, and the man in front, Alan Davis. Oh, he's playing well, really well. Davis already has 5 goals, 3 his actual total for the match, and this could easily be 6 goals, 3 coming up. Alan Davis, true boot artist, coming in now, kicking accurately for the 6th time this afternoon, and Davis now has kicked 6 goals, 3 in the St Kilda total, and the Richmond boys look a little bit rattled at this stage.
21.5 minutes into the third quarter of the preliminary final. St Kilda 11-9, Richmond 8-3. Well run, Barassi. This is a good break.
It's a very good break. Under these conditions, Mike, they may need every bit of it, as we said before, but we must compliment at this stage 2 players. Carl Ditterich moved to centre half forward, and Alan Davis, a makeshift, re-inclusion 2 full forward for this week. He has been magnificent.
Ditterich is roving, he's playing on the wing, playing in the right.
He's out of his world, Mike. Out of his world.
Oh, he's having a dream game. Oh, Bonnie gets out with the ball. Bonnie kicks into the centre, and Manzi takes the mark. Manzi goes to the flank, he finds Travis Pays. Pays now down towards the forward pocket. Davis and Alford going for it. Davis couldn't hold the mark, and it's forced over the boundary line, midway between the forward pocket and half-forward flank for St Kilda on the outer side. They're kicking down to the Richmond end.
I think Tommy Harvey been praying for the bell to go at this stage, Mike, so he can get his team and cool them down a bit there. Panic-stricken.
It looks that way too, Ron, as Smith comes in there. Bartlett dives on top of the ball, but it slips out of his grasp. And Sheedy is forced with the ball over the boundary line, but he's getting a free kick.
He played for that one, Michael, and got it.
Well, Bob Skilton, what do you reckon about Richmond? You think they're panicking a bit?
They are a little bit, Mike, and as Ron said, they're looking for 3/4 time. And it's typical of what is happening at the moment. Sheedy in his rush to do something, played on, got off balance and kicked that ball over the line.
See Sheedy there playing very closely to Alan Davis.
John Manzi drives the ball with a long kick. Up they fly. It's punched away by Green. It's knocked back again. Down it comes towards Ross Smith. There'll be another free kick to Kevin Sheedy. As umpire coach said that Barry Green, in going for that ball, was too high over Sheedy's shoulder. Kevin Sheedy there will make no attempt to play on this time. Sheedy with a long kick down towards the wing. It's punched from behind, comes down towards Stewart. He hooks it over the shoulder. It goes far and wide. Lawrence is in the van, but it beats him over the line and out of bounds, right on the wing position, outer side of the ground.
I believe, Bob, he's not a factor in St Kilda's great effort so far, don't you believe, Lawrence?
This quarter, in the second quarter he fumbled. This quarter he's been very, very sure. Up they go again. It comes down towards Basenko. He plays on. It's hooked hooking it over the top there was Clay. Out they come now. It comes over the back towards Ian Stewart. Stewart leading in the race for the ball. He falls at a critical time. Roger Dean comes in. Nobody can get clear at this stage. In comes Colling. Colling with a poor kick, but it's out of trouble, and that was all that mattered under those circumstances. It's Morris who hand passes out there. Over they go now, but it's cleared there by Manzi. Manzi hooks it back in. A courageous effort there by the St Kilda player. Kevin Bartlett came in. Up high and wide. It's Lawrence in front, the front position. A beautiful mark to Barry Lawrence. Lawrence, as Ron Barassi just mentioned, this quarter has come right into play and been a wonderful player for St Kilda.
It's an interesting move, Bob, just while there's a little lapse in play. Sheedy has been moved to full-back on Davis, which has made... Tommy Haver's made a pretty quick switch here. One possibly a little bit earlier could have made, because Sheedy's a fiery type and the same size as Davis.
Lawrence now going wide. It's Gold. He can't take it. Comes down towards Francis Burke. He breaks clear onto his left foot. Swings it back towards the centre-half forward position. Many players flying. Nobody can take it. It's Kevin Neal in front. He gets knocked to the ground. It's Cumming and Judson. Judson now it's coming in the van. He hand passes across and it's taken by Bob Murray, who kicks it wide, out of position, out of danger. Stuart Trott almost had that one, fumbled, and it's over the line.
And we are 25 and a half minutes into the third quarter. Jack Edwards.
Well, coming in now on Richmond's half-forward flank position. McKellar getting the tap down. It's going toward goal, but Pace chips in. He's on the left foot, but it's a poor kick. Couldn't get out of bounds. Oh, no, it bounced just in. As you can see on that shot from Alf Potter there, a good shot, Alf. Right inside the playing line, and another throw-in to take place, exactly the same position. Once again, still on Richmond's half-forward flank on the members' side, with Richmond going toward the scoreboard end. Stewart pushed out of the pack. Umpire coach indicating he will take the free kick. Ian Stewart looking for a lead. There it comes now. It's a good lead by Richardson. Spoilt once again by Murray. It's tapped to Turk. Picked up here. Boynich getting out of trouble with a hand pass. Had plenty of time. Picked up by Francis Burke. A left foot snap at goal. It's offline. No, it's not. It's good. A good goal by Burke. On the wrong foot, coming in from the half-forward flank. Let go with a left footer, and that was a badly needed Richmond goal.
I agree, Jack, and this is one of the moves that Tom Havey has made in shifting Sheedy to the back pocket. Often's gone to the half-back flank, Burke's spot, and he's moved up to the wing.
Well, he's pulling out all stops, Ron. He realises that this game is slipping away from his grasp. Well, as we have said before, Richmond have a reputation for fighting back, but today they have to really bring out everything.
And Bond has gone to the back pocket. Bounce of the ball. Up they go. Boynich tries to knock it down, but it's taken by Colling. Colling down towards centre-half forward there. Taken by Bond. Bond now to the wing position on the outer side. There's Morris racing for it. He picks it up. Turns around. Where's he going to kick it? Taps it to the ground. He puts his boot right into it. Oh, it's a big hook down forward. Players race for it there. Royce Hart. Hart in a bit of trouble. It could be played in the back. Yes.
Given 15 yards too.
Within the back, Ron?
Yes, I think so. I mean, Royce slowed down, played for it, of course, but it was so badly done by these St Kilda opponent, he couldn't help but get the free.
Now Hart is within kicking distance. He's kicked two. He is only about 35 yards out, but he's on a bad angle. He kicks. The goal umpire is running forward and signals one behind. 11-9, St Kilda, 75 to Richmond, 9-4. 17 points of difference in favour of St Kilda. Coming up towards three-quarter time, Murray about to kick out from the scoreboard end. It's on its way. It's a nice kick too. The big men fly. Down to the ground it comes. Through comes Trott there, but it's knocked away by Burke. Taken by Smith. He runs into Morris. Gets out of trouble. Kicks into the centre of the MCG. Players race for it there. They overrun it, but it's Gould coming through. Gould a long kick down forward. Oh, Michael Green's there. Green has the run, but the ball is bouncing awkwardly for him. Over the line it goes. There'll be a throw-in in St Kilda's forward pocket on the outer side. They're kicking down to the Richmond end.
A little bit of an experience there, Mike, through young Gold. He could have placed that ball a lot better, I feel.
Throw in. McKellar and Gold go up for it. Gold gets a tap away. It comes down here towards Alan Davis. Alan Davis just hooks it around goalwards. Oh, plenty of players going for the ball. Nobody able to mark. It's Trott. Trott breaking clear. Kicks with his left foot. Puts it through for one behind. One behind. Bob Skilton.
thought Stuart Trott might have tried to get a small short kick over the young Galt then, Mike, but possibly didn't see him.
29 minutes gone of the third quarter.
Light Green kicking out for Richmond. Up they fly. Over the top of the pack, and it's the minor of St Kilda who leads. He hooks it back through his legs, and it's picked up there by Clay of Richmond. He drives the ball further around the wing. It's Colling and Dean. Dean recovers quicker than Colling and plays on there. It's Basenko who a heavy knock by Dean right into the fence there. You saw it right on the middle of your screen, and you can see that Roger Dean has really hit that fence very hard.
Gee, I hope he's all right. He's all right. He's a pretty tough character, Roger.
Back they go, and Dean will take the free kick. Definitely got a sore shoulder at this stage, and any wonder you saw how hard he hit that fence. Roger Dean now. It's a long kick. Up they fly. Minot punches the ball out from behind. It comes down to Rossi Smith. He handballs across. It can't be taken by Theodore. Theodore did take it though, and it's given holding the ball. Taken by Morris. Down he comes. Bartlett, Judson, nobody can take it. It's in the pack. Surely it'll be a baller. Umpire Coates quick to come in there and say, give it to me. You can see Ian Stewart came out of that with quite a sore boy. Minor gets a knock down to Colling. On to Ross Smith. He knocks it further round towards Manzi. He can't quite take it cleanly. Off the ground by Moran, but it's already a free kick. Looks like Ian Stewart's kick. Signalled by umpire Coates too high. Stewart now. Long way out. Using the drop punt. Big Neil in front. Punches the ball away. It's taken out by Theodore, but it's three-quarter time.
With the scoreboard reading, St Kilda 11-10-76, Richmond 9-4-58. The MCG in Melbourne bidding a welcome to the final quarter of the preliminary final of 1971, St Kilda versus Richmond. As we go into the final stanza, we find that St Kilda are 18 points in front. But there we find Dick Clay driving Richmond forward. The ball bounces awkwardly. Here's a chance for Barry Richardson. He kicks. He's put it through. Oh, there we are. 20 seconds into the final quarter. That's 3 goals to Barry Richardson. Our commentating team, along with yours truly, Jeff Crouch, a former top umpire, Bobby Skilton, the triple Brownlow medalist, and the former #1 coach, now retired, Ron Barassi. Barassi got a lift.
Well, you couldn't ask for anything better than that, Mike. And the man that started it off was Craig McKellar.
Bounce of the ball again. Here we find Clay. Clay now hoofing that ball wide to the flank position on the outer side. Cowboy Neal comes through, relieving the pressure for St Kilda. He kicks to the half-forward flank for the Saints. Over the line it goes. St Kilda are kicking up to the scoreboard end, or newsstand end in the final quarter. And, of course, Richmond down to the Richmond end. Bob Skilton.
Now on the wing on the outer side of the ground. See there, number 9, McKellar. Golden St Kilda. It comes down towards Ross Smith. He's held too high, and it'll definitely be Ross Smith's free kick. Smith has been a great player for St Kilda all day today. There's 15 yards against Richmond. That ball must go back to that player on the full. Ross Smith now. Out he comes, off the side of the boot a little bit. It goes straight towards Ian Stewart. He doesn't take the mark, but it'll be his free kick. Stewart late in that quarter came into the game a little bit more. He goes wide. It goes towards Stephen Theodore. He plays on. A short kick there, and it goes straight in towards Moran. It's play on. Moran, short kick to Manzi, and this time it's not play on, it's steady up.
Manzi within kicking distance. He'll be no more than 35 to 40 yards out. Directly in front. 12 points of difference in favour of St Kilda as Manzi kicks. Back to 18 points because that's right through, and we are going on towards the 2.5-minute mark into the final quarter. A handy one, Ron Barassi.
Well, we're back to square one now, Mike. Both sides have scored a goal, so either side could say we're losing the game or we're getting back into the game. It's back to what we were. 3 goals at the start of this last quarter, which should be one of the best of the series this quarter.
Let's hear from the former top umpire, Jeff Crouch. Firstly, a comment on umpire Ian Coates doing his first finals match.
Doing an exceptionally good job, Mike. Equally on par with Bill Della, and that was a wonderful fighting third quarter by St Kilda. And as Ron Barassi, I was interested to hear Ron say this at 3/4 time about their fitness the last 5 minutes, and I will agree with him. And this is the case if they can hang on. Up goes Minor, down goes the knock, and it comes through St Kilda going forward through Basenko. Here's a race for the ball. Barry Breen, who hasn't been doing much today, with Michael Green. Green's in front, he slips over with it. He's over now, and Barry Breen picks up. Oh, well tackled by Sheedy. Sheedy just pushed the ball off Barry Breen's boot, as you saw there. That about, you can't, Sheedy's courage, you can't say anything about that. It's quite good. Up they go, up goes Ditwich too. He gets the knockdown. It comes forward, Richmond, oh, in there goes the boot. No free kick. Clown was the call. Oh, over goes the St Kilda player, and in comes Bartlett. Little Bartlett picks up, going towards the centre half back position. It's under there. It's Jared Trott. Played a great game all day today. Trotty looking for a teammate on the flank. He finds him too. It's Trotty, spooky goal. He gets caught. Took too long, and Francis Burke whips in, takes the ball away. Hand passes over here to Alford. Alford doesn't take the ball cleanly. He butters up now, gets it on the second bounce, gets his kick forward to the half-forward flank on the outer side of the ground. Neil's in there, gets the ball punched away for him over the line by Neil Baum. Richmond back into attack there. Waiting for the ball to be thrown in on the half-forward flank on the outer side of the ground. Can St Kilda hang on? Is their fitness suspect after their hard game last week? We'll soon find out. Here's the throw-in coming in now. There's Baum, 21, doing battle with Minot. Minot gets the knockdown. It's going towards the boundary line about 4 or 5 yards further along. Waiting again. That's Ray Boynich now in there with Minot and Baum. 2 against 1, but doesn't figure out because Moran gets the ball right into the centre though, and it's Dick Clay who comes in and takes that mark. Clay, normally a good kick. It's high to centre half forward. They set themselves hard in front of. Lawrence couldn't mark the ball. He's a great recovery player. Hard. Look at this. Once the ball's on the ground, he's always first to it. A good hand pass to McKellar, and McKellar looks for goals. Neil's in the way. Couldn't mark the ball. He had a bit of a push too. Wasn't paid. There goes Smith. Over he goes. Barry Richardson couldn't do anything. Play on's a call as Bob Murray comes through. Looking very tired too, Bob Murray, but he gets his kick in. A lovely kick to Bonnie. Bonnie on the wing on the outer side of the ground. Bonnie's kick coming right in towards the centre now. Stewart goes up, couldn't mark the ball. Big Craig McKellar tackled by Theodore. A good bump. Big Carl comes in. Oh, lovely pick-up by a big bloke. High towards centre half forward. And there's poor old Barry Breen, who can't take a trick all day today. He's in the wrong position, and Michael Green takes the mark for Richmond.
5 minutes into the final quarter, Ron Barassi. Any sign of tiredness from either side?
No, not at this stage, Mike, but still there's 25 to go. It's a long time to go. So
Dean kicks down forward. Up they go. Barry Richardson will be paid the mark. He's kicked 3. He is 25 yards out, directly in front. Barry Richardson. Kicking to the Richmond end. It's on its way. It's a goal. It's a goal. And we are just on 5.5 minutes, or heading towards the 6-minute mark in the 5.5-minute mark, I beg your pardon, 5.5-minute mark in the final quarter. Back to 12 points of difference. 12-10 St Kilda to Richmond 11-4. There's Tom Hafey at the phone, sending instructions down to his runner. Here's Jeff Crouch.
Well, this is the do-or-die one. There's no doubt about it. He's got to send those instructions down because Richmond are in trouble. And there's a free kick going St Kilda's way.
Eric Moore's coming on for Richmond.
Who's going off? Did you see that, Mike? I couldn't see him yet.
Nobody off yet. He's just on the boundary line.
Stuart Trott's kick to centre half forward. It's over the back. There's a player trying to pick it up, and it's Barry Breen who couldn't do so. Once more, Bartlett whips in. Takes it on his left foot. Kicks it high towards the half forward flank. On the member stand side of the ground. Barry Lawrence is in there. So too is Hart. It's over the heads. Barry Lawrence comes back on the well backed up, and he picks up ball very high. It could bring rain. In fact, we've had it all day. There's a beautiful mark taken by Travis Page. He's been a good player too. He's been very determined today. A lot of people say that he's a receiver, but he's a very determined player.
Hollick's off for Richmond, and Eric Moore is on.
Travis Page is kick coming right around the member side. A big Carl goes up, couldn't mark it in front, but a kick off the ground by the little courageous skipper Russ Smith. It's going towards the half-forward flank. Theodore's in there, slips over. He can't take it. Oh, he grabbed that player by the leg, couldn't see it. Umpire wasn't in view. It was Bond, and he didn't get a free kick. Bond's kick is over the line on the full. And it's over the line on the full for a free kick to Johnny Manzi.
Due to the tackling of Carl Ditwich.
Hasn't he been an inspiration to that St Kilda side today? What an exciting player the big fella is. John Manzi kicking on from the wing position, member stand side, a high one going towards the centre half forward spot. They punch it out. Moore's in there. It's his first try. Couldn't get a kick. Over goes Stewart. Is it in the back against Breen? No, it looks like play-on's a call. An umpire coach will have no option but to come in and ball it up. Centre half forward position. Not far into the long last quarter, and up goes Big Carl. Gets the knockdown. It's going forward, and it's offline over towards Theodore. Theodore's in there. Can't take it, though. It's off the ground by Jeedy, it looks like. Well, that Morris it is. And over the line, out of bounds, once more in front of the smoker stand.
Ron Barassi, any moves you'd make?
No, Mike, I think it's a bit too early to make moves other than those made at three-quarter time, Mike. You've got to give the moves a chance to be tried out.
And the ball is being scrambled for on the half-forward flank for St Kilda. Stewart comes out with it, kicks it to the wing position on the member stand side. It's close to the boundary line. Boyanich couldn't get it. In comes Sanko, kicks it off the ground. Fortunately, it goes straight to his skipper in Smith, taken by Davis. Davis a quick hand pass to Ditridge. Oh, Ditridge kick is right across, but here's a goal. A mark of goal. Oh, was that beautifully placed by Ditridge, or was it?
Well,
or was it an accident?
I don't know. You couldn't tell with Carl, the way he drops the ball. Anything can happen, but it certainly looked as though it was his idea. Let's hope for St Kilda's sake it was.
Galt is 20 yards out on only a slight angle. He kicks. Put it through. Back to 18 points the difference in favour of St Kilda. And we are 9 minutes into the final quarter.
It's just the old story. You can't miss them all.
Bob Skilton.
It was good to see young Gold kick that one, Mike. He was criticised for the one he missed last week, and a young boy could easily take that to heart. It's good, very heartening to see him come back with that goal.
I think probably this is a good sign for St Kilda because they've answered every challenge in the way of a goal thrown out by Richmond so far. It's a very good sign for St Kilda.
There have been plenty of challenges thrown out, Bob.
Back in the centre once again. Up they fly. McCullough goes high. He knocks it down. It's taken by Stewart. In comes Moran, though, who kicks it off the ground, but it'll be given against him. There were no hands down there, but it was the way it goes. Morris kicks the ball further down. It's Lawrence in the van. Lawrence comes out. Rossi Smith whips in, kicks the ball clear from defence. It goes towards McCullough. McCullough drives the ball back to centre half forward. Up! Oh! Neil with a glorious mark. What a beautiful mark by Neil. He's played well in that back pocket all day. Out he comes wide to Travis Pays. He drops the centre. He covers in time though. Kicks it further around the wing. In the van is centre half-back flank and Neil Basenko. Basenko now on the half-back flank. A long kick in towards the centre of the ground, and it's Johnny Bonnie of St Kilda who marks on the post. Bonnie has been another good player for St Kilda today, in the thick of everything. Players moving around. Bonnie whips in a short one, and it's Theodore. They could have rattled that one. It was Theodore or Davis, and Davis wisely said, "It's all yours. You're on your own." Theodore again, a short kick to Gary Green. Green takes it right on the chest.
Barassi, what's happening to Richmond?
Well, look, in this last 2 or 3 minutes, it looks a slight continuation of their panic-stricken attitude in the third quarter.
Green coming up, 35 yards out. He's kicked it a mile, right through. That's Green's second. Alan James there. Well, how would a coach feel, Ron Barassi, in a situation like this?
Well, one of the things that Gigi should be trying to do, and no doubt will be, is trying to stop the feeling of elation that he must have at this stage, or would tend to have, because it's no good of feeling elated. It stops your brain from working. Just the same as Tommy would have to keep his brain working, despite the fact that his team looks pretty poor at the moment.
11 and a half minutes gone of the final quarter. There's the bounce. Minor gets a tap away. It comes out to Theodore. Theodore going forward again for the Saints. Up it goes. It bounces the race for the ball. Sheedy trips over, unfortunately. In comes Davis. Green gets into Davis. A chance here for Bonnie. Close to the boundary line. The ball's over for mine, but it's called in play. But this time it is over, and there was a pretty torrid passage of play. Great play from the Richmond defenders. Up goes Ditridge there, tries to take the ball, but eventually knocks it away towards Smith. Smith slips over. The ground is pretty greasy, as you can imagine. A kick off the ground to Green. Oh, Green turns around and puts it through. That's his third. Ron Barassi, everything's going right for St Kilda at this stage.
Yes, it is, Mike. This is one of the greatest upsets of all time when you think of it, because not many people, including myself, gave St Kilda much chance. It's a credit to their fighting qualities.
There are a few people gave St Kilda a chance.
Not many,
Just because
Mike.
you're wrong.
I'm always
put everybody else in the boat.
Oh, don't get the bandwagon already, Mike. Richmond don't finish it by a long shot. There's a man being taken off. Young Cumming, isn't it?
Cummings already been off. Up in the forward pocket, the Richmond players limped off. Richmond trying to go forward now, but it's Lawrence turning them out. Lawrence now takes his kick to the half-forward flank on the outer side. Bonnie races forward, couldn't quite get to it. Bond is there. The ball taken by Francis Burke. Trott comes in. Burke's long hand pass. And it's picked up here, and you'll find Bond will drive Richmond into attack from the wing position. Swings it in towards centre half forward, and it's Richmond's Boyanich to take it.
Coming down, it is.
Coming.
Well, they've got Hollick off and Coming off now. As Richmond go forward, Royce Hart couldn't quite pull the mark in, picked up by Judson. He goes deep to the boundary on that outer side, midway between the forward pocket and half-forward flank. Well, Cumming seems to be in great pain. Throw-in takes place. Down to the ground it comes, a chance for Cowboy Neal to get that ball out of danger. He does so. There it goes. It bounces on the wing position on the outer side, taken by Breen. St Kilda running riot. 19th and 20th men on for Richmond. It's at centre half forward. Sheedy will be paid the free. Jeff Crouch.
Since Sheedy's gone on to Davis, he's really kept him quiet. But there's a mark in the centre by Billy Brown, who replaced Darryl Cumming. Over a hand pass to Clay. Clay's high kick high towards Richardson. He's under that hammer there by both Lawrence and Murray. And Murray picks up eventually, kicks very close to the boundary line. One of those real safe Johnny Beckwith kicks of the old Melbourne days. Hit the line out of bounds for a throw-in. Throw-in on the half-forward flank on the member stand side. Up they go. Minot gets the tap down. Looks at a teammate in Judson. Finds him, but Judson taps it further forward and over the line once more for another throw-in on the half-forward flank. Member stand side. Richmond kicking towards the Richmond end.
14 and a half minutes at the final quarter gone.
Up goes Boyanich up there. There's the pitcher, and in goes Judson. A good little back pocket play was Kilda to Manzi. Manzi couldn't control it. Now he does so. A high right foot kick over his shoulder towards Carl Dittrich. The big fella marks another one. Well, he's been the inspiration so far, the big man, Carl Dittrich. Here's the kick, going towards centre half forward. What an enormous kick he is. It's gone 75 yards, it's gone an inch in these conditions. Sheedy's under the hammer. He gets caught by Davis. Davis is on him. Sheedy looking for a free kick. He's just balking there. And good, well done by Barry Green. Could have been a free kick against Sheedy by Barry Green doing it. Did the right way. A ball up by Ian Coates. Up they go. Galt gets a good knock down, but right through to Sheedy it came to. Sheedy's kick over there towards Trott. The ball will beat Trott, I feel, over the line on the outer side, half-forward flank.
I can't help but think, Ron Barassi, Carl Dittrich should have taken Antrid out with him today because he's had a picnic on the MCG, hasn't he?
He has, and it's surprising that something hasn't been done by now by Tommy Hafey, because he's a dominating force. Just who they could put there, well, perhaps Boyanich has got to have a man with some strength and pace. Not a good, easy combination to find, is it, Mike? Here he is again.
Here he goes again. Big Carl. Dittrich now. Another tremendous kick down forward, and out comes Green to take the mark.
Yeah, watch it, Mike. Green is almost playing centre half forward as well.
Green now. Oh, he's a good 70 yards out. There's his kick. It's a magnificent kick. He made the distance and hit the behind post. So the kick will go Richmond's way. There's Cumming being carried off. Bad luck for the kid. Hope the injury's not too bad. Michael Green now takes his kick. He comes straight up the centre. Plenty of St Kilda players there, but it's Boyanich coming out with the ball. Boyanich being chased by Basenko. Boyanich, in more trouble than a fiddler with the hides. Across it comes here to Trott. Stewie Trott now down forward. The ball bounces in no man's land. Sheedy comes in once again. The irrepressible gets his kick, but it doesn't travel far. Picked up by Bonnie. Runs into Billy Brown. He loses it. Moran with the ball. Moran a hand pass to Smith. Smith back forward now. Theodore overruns it. In they come now. It's taken by Bond. Bond kicks into the man. A comedy of errors. Taken by Bonnie. Back down forward. Up goes Green. Couldn't hold the mark. Slipped right through his fingers. Well, Bobby Skilton, what a beauty.
A wonderful game, Mike, and what a game by St Kilda, this half in particular. They've carried all before them, and at this moment now are playing very, very well. Out comes Sheedy from full back. And whipping in there was John Manzi, who in my opinion has been one of the surprise packets of this game. And he's been well on top of Dick Clay all day. John Manzi, about 50 yards from goal, about where he kicked the last one from, Mike. Manzi comes in now. It's offline, it's going to get the distance. No, it drops short, and Sheedy comes in. He can't take the mark. It's punched away from him. In comes Alan Davis. He picks it up. Bounces the ball, but it's play on now. It looks like a free kick. Now he's going to bounce the ball. Umpire Coates now. Up they go. It's Green. Green gets a knockdown. It goes towards Bartlett. He picks it up, drops it, and plays on again. Falls as he goes to kick. It comes towards Dickie Clay, who breaks clear of Manzi. He drives the ball around the wing, and here's Minot, the St Kilda ruckman. And when you talk of good players, Minot has rucked all day long and been a driving force for the St Kilda side. Minot right on the wing position.
Takes his kick now, swings it in towards centre-half forward. Breen's in that lot, but there's a towering mark going Richmond's way, I would think, to Boyanich. The hand pass comes across here. It goes to Bartlett. Bartlett now to the weak position on the member stand side. Lawrence goes up there with Hartman. It comes down to Cowboy Neal. Cowboy kicks into Travis Pays rather. Pays now kicks in towards centre-half forward. Nobody able to mark the ball. Just couldn't get to it in time. Little Bonnie's in there. Bonnie tries to push the ball forward. Across it goes to Burke. Burke now of Richmond puts his left boot into it. Kicks it to the half-back flank on the member stand side. And Dick Clay marks. Clay now into the centre, but it's Dittrich cutting across. Just couldn't get his hand out in time. Ball picked up by Green. Green goes to the ground. It's Trott there who spoiled him. Oh, Lawrence hooks it between his legs to Minot. Minot now to the half-forward flank on the member stand side. Ball hits the ground. Bartlett comes in there. Theodore. Smith comes in. Looks like Royce Hart, who's right up on the back line there, and throws the St Kilda skipper down in a gesture of utter frustration. We are now 19 and a half minutes almost into the final quarter. The knockaway going Richmond's way. It's picked up by Stewart. Stewart now puts his left boot into it, drives down towards the pocket on the member stand side. Out they come, no mark to Bob Murray. Kick off the ground by Moore, but I feel that the free kick's been plucked out of this. Going Richmond's way. Going to Bill Brown by the look of it. And a great character in the game is Bill Brown of Richmond. Brown now about to drive his team forward. There's his kick going to the goal square. The players fly. Cowboy Neal just couldn't hold the mark. There's a struggle going on. Alford is there. That is Alford too. He must be having a run on the ball as he's been moved to the forward line. Bounce of the ball, only 10 yards out from the Richmond goal. The ball goes to Travis Pays. He kicks out to the half-back flank on the member stand side. Taken by Manzi. Manzi now to the half-forward flank, still on the member stand side. Theodore comes through. Theodore gets his kick right across to the outer position there. Racing for it. We find Sheedy and Alan Davis. Little scuffle ensues and Richmond get out of trouble as the ball is driven to the wing position on the outer side. Taken by Trott. Trott tries to keep it in play, but puts it over the boundary line, and Francis Burke will take the resultant kick. Jeff Trouts.
Richmond now struggling to get back into the game as Burke's kick goes right around the boundary to the half-forward flank. The players are falling over. They're very, very tight at the moment. It's an enormous game. It's taken a lot of... There's a free kick against Minot. Quite a correct one, too. Minot didn't make any effort to try and get rid of the body. He was well held by the jumper. And the free kick will go Richmond's way. You'll find
a 15-yard penalty.
And a 15-yard penalty for not giving the ball back properly or wasting time. Either way you like. Richmond, who's the free kick going to? It's little Billy Brown once more on the half-forward flank, outer side of the ground, kicking towards goals. It's on its way. It's a beautiful kick too. Big Carl's in there, and just pushing it through nicely for 1 point.
He's an intelligent player on Barassi, isn't he? Intelligent.
Fantastic. That was a great effort then. You notice that he's moved himself from the centre-half forward position down in defence just to say this last few minutes and make sure that Richmond have got no hope at all of getting this back in this game. He's done it off his own bat too, I think, Mark.
21 and a half minutes of the final quarter gone. Bob Skilton.
Murray drives the ball wide to the wing. Nobody can take it. It comes down. Leading in the race for the ball is Francis Burke. He picks it up, kicks it down towards the forward line. Off they come. It's a free kick. It'll go to Eric Moore. Umpire coach said that Eric Moore was held that time. Moore's within kicking distance, and it's one that Richmond badly need. It's been all St Kilda so far this quarter. Moore coming in directly in front, about 50 yards out of offline.
What?
Out of bounds, well offline, over the line, and the kick. The resultant free kick will be taken by the St Kilda fullback Bob Murray.
Tom Hafey looking very worried there, Bob.
And he's entitled to be at this stage.
Well, what could he do? I don't think there's much Tom Hafey can do.
Not right now. Murray again. A long kick. Stewart at the back. Up he goes. Can't hold the ball. It's knocked out. Down towards Bartlett. Bartlett gets one in the back against Moran, and he'll take the free kick. Kevin Bartlett, the Richmond Rover. Long way from goal. Bartlett, Mike Green walking past him. In he comes. It's a kick high and wide. Up they fly. Barry Richardson, Richmond's full forward, takes a good mark. He's already kicked 4 today. Redeemed himself after his first semi-final performance. Well within kicking distance, only about 15 yards out on a slight angle. Richardson lining them up now. In he comes. It looks true. The goal umpire doesn't move, and it's a badly needed goal to the Richmond side. Here he is, Barry Richardson, now kicked 5 goals. Alan Jeans, Eric Guy of St Kilda. There's the scoreboard. St Kilda 15-11, leading Richmond 12 goals 5.
23 and a half minutes of the final quarter gone.
Still 4 goals difference. Umpire Coates mounts the ball in the centre. Up goes Minor once again. He gets a knockdown. It goes to John Manzi. He kicks it high, duck down towards centre half forward. There's Ditterich. The big fella knocked Barham down as they went for the ball. Bonnie comes in. Bonnie short passes out towards the Theodore of Richmond, of St Kilda. Theodore and Sheedy going for the ball. Theodore comes in, it goes back towards Bonnie, and Bonnie takes a chest mark well within kicking distance of goal.
Bonnie would be about 30 yards out on a very slight angle. He's kicked 2, you could say directly in front. So slight is the angle. Bonnie about to kick to the scoreboard, and Alan James still giving instructions, as you saw, as Bonnie comes up. It's on its way. One behind. Yes, Ron.
Michael, I think that attempt to score would have been a bonus for Alan Jean's end, because he'd shifted a few of his forwards down into defence. Even Alan Davis from full forward had gone down into defence for that centre bounce. So the fact that they got an opportunity to score while being vastly outnumbered was, I think, a bonus. Unfortunately for him, only 1 point.
A good move for him to pack the back line, Ron, do you feel?
Oh, I think so, yes. I mean, it's a final now. You can't be mucking around with worrying about whether it looks pretty or not. He's desperate for just the win to get in the grand final.
Burke gets a hand pass across here towards Bond. He just couldn't get to it. Trotter's there. Bond is still battling on, however. In comes Alan Davis. Alan Davis punches the ball away there. Gets it over to Stuart Trott. Trott kicks into the man. And here we find Bond putting his boot into the ball. Kicking it down towards centre half forward. There's a big fella there. Big Carl Ditterich. Just destroying everybody in his path. The ball picked up by Lawrence. Lawrence now to the wing position. Up goes Manzi there with Clay. Clay comes out with the ball. Big Clay drives down to the pocket position on the member stand side. Players fly from Murray and Barry Richardson. It's forced off their hands over the line. There'll be a throw in the forward pocket for the Tigers on the member stand side. The rain's still coming down as we're waiting to throw in. Craig McCullough there in your screen. Minot goes in, Boyanich goes up, McCullough tries to take it, Roger Dean comes in, he's held, and the result, it's going to McCullough, however. Another one was picked up there to Craig McCullough. McCullough is some 40 yards out on an angle, he kicks, it's dropping in the goal square, there's Big Ditterich again just knocking the ball away. A chance here for Alford, who started off at full back, but now he's down on the forward line. Umpire Ian Coates doing his first finals match says I'll bounce it. Looks like St Kilda into the grand final as Alford now kicks over his shoulder. Up goes Cowboy Neal to take the mark. Well, Ron, it looks as though Richmond have tied, not St Kilda as a lot of people thought.
Yes, well, when the scoreboard is like it is, Mike, it's easy for the team in front to keep up their freshness or keep up their spirit. And the team that's on the bottom, as Richmond are at the moment on the scoreboard, well, things look a bit grim, so you automatically feel deflated and flat.
Almost 27 minutes of the final quarter gone. Up they go. Lawrence of St Kilda comes out with the ball. Here he is again. Ditterich. What a game he's played. Ditterich now drives it right into the centre. Taken there by Morris of Richmond. Morris breaks clear down into the pocket on the member stand side. Moore coming out to meet the ball. Gets his hand to it but forces it over the boundary line. There'll be a throw-in in that forward pocket for Richmond. Waiting for the throw-in to take place. The throw-in. Ooh, out came Minot from the pack. I don't think there was much doubt about what's going to happen there. Brian Minot. A vastly improved performance, Bob Skilton.
Oh, he's put up a great effort today, Mike. He's carried the St Kilda Rucks. I don't think he's gone off the ball all day. Minot drives the ball around towards the half-back flank. There's Green in the van, but Theodore whips in and takes it away from him. Plays on now. Plays it wide. Hand passes across to Stuart Trott. Trott with a short kick down towards Galt. It goes too far. Galt recovers again, though. He knocks it away from Sheedy. There's Galt. Sheedy, Bond, Galt kicks it off the ground. It comes out towards Theodore. He kicks it further on the ground with Bonnie comes in. Bonnie picks it up, has a shot for goal, and it looks good. There's the goal of St Kilda. That's really sealed things. That's Bonnie's second.
28 minutes into the final quarter.
Here we are, the scoreboard reading, 16 goals, 12, 108. Richmond, 12 goals, 5, 77.
Looks like Hawthorn and St Kilda in the grand final of 1971. And on today's performance, it's going to be one enormous match.
Bounce in the centre of the ground. Up they fly. Nobody even gets a knock out. It comes down towards Stewart. He's hit there very heavily, and Stewart will get the resultant free kick. Ian Stewart, former St Kilda player, now with Richmond. Drives the ball long and wide. Up goes Murray and Richardson. It's over the back to Eric Moore. He steadies. A long kick in towards goal. It's going, yes, it's a bit offline, and it's 1 point.
And the rain still coming down. A miserable day for the huge crowd here watching the preliminary final. And more miserable if you're a Richmond supporter. Because, by golly, full marks to both teams. Richmond have played well, but St Kilda just that little bit extra. And they look certainties now to go into the grand final. The old saying, they'll have to fall over to lose. As Murray kicks out, he comes along the member stand flank. The players set themselves, no mark. Big play with the ball, can't get rid of it. And it's picked up by Basenko. Basenko across to Pays. They're all wet and weary, those players out there. Down towards centre-half forward. Green goes up one-handed. Down to the ground it comes. You can see them coming in there. Baum trying to pick it up. But he can't go anywhere when he does get hold of the ball. But Baum cleverly taps it out. It's picked up by Green. He'll get a free kick. Get a free kick. Well, Bond obviously thought he had the ball. And he hadn't, of course, as you saw. Now, Breen has kicked 3 goals after what has been a pretty quiet day for him. And on this occasion, he'd be 45 yards out. And the ball travelling into the goal square. Up they go. Little Bartlett takes it from the pack. Bartlett running along the outer flank. Kicks. There's nobody home except Stuart Trott. That ball's going to come straight back because there's not a Richmond player out there. Trott of St Kilda. Back in towards centre-half forward. Alan Davis drops a mark. A little bit too high for him. He can't control it now. A chance for Pays. It's Basenko who comes in over that. Picks up. Hand passes. The game's over. St Kilda into the grand final against Hawthorn. The grand final of 1971. And there's Alan Jeans walking off. Again, he's got his team into the grand final. The final scoreboard of the preliminary final. St Kilda 16-12.